just coming to the dark side. Waiting on my special guest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, how you feeling tonight, man? The special guest appearance by my boy T Hall in the building. Gonna tell some stories, gonna have some little banter, if you will. Hopefully you all enjoying this. Gonna have some banter, gonna tell some stories. If you have any questions, please ask freely. Ask freely. So yeah. So we got in the building today. I know we got some looky lookers. Excuse me while I make my way inside the house. Trying to get outside my damn car. Everybody coming down my damn block like it's somewhere to park. Everybody knows the system. You can't park in this block after 8 o'clock. Who we got looking so far? Who's that? What's up, folks? Greetings to whoever is here. I don't know what's going on with my numberage, especially with YouTube. I think they are really suppressing my numbers. They're gonna have to get a class action lawsuit against this joint. What's up? Here's the link for you to get on if you didn't get it through the text message. Hit this link. Link right there. Just hit that link in the building. I know I sent it to you on your text message, but you can hit it right there too as well. And I'll bring you on up on the east side. Finally got a piece of the pie. They have a Baltimore police officer who's departmentally charged and criminally charged for fake car stops. Oh yeah, Terrell, we definitely got to get your opinion on this. Because I know Sean is shit. You're going to hear mine.
What up, Charles?
Ladies and gentlemen, former Baltimore Police Department lieutenant, probably one of the youngest to actually become a lieutenant in Baltimore police history. Actually, what were you, number one in your sergeant and lieutenant's test? Oh, shoot. Got ABM, fellow Baltimorean in the building. Can y'all hear me? Terrell, you there? Make sure you can be heard. Did you mute yourself? You might have muted yourself. I heard you earlier.
You.
Yo, now I can hear you.
All right, that was Belle. She just called me. I told her click in, listen in, and click the link. Yo, I just ran into Nelson out here at Timonium. I ran into you remember Yolanda Nelson? You know her?
I might know her.
Yeah, she was a boxer. Like chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know her, Nelson. But
She one of the homies. She used to work for me.
yeah, just
Yo, I walked up on her. I said, "What's up? Yeah, I know you." She said, "You don't know me." I said, you used to work for me. She said, I didn't work for you because I have my long hair now. I said,
Yeah.
Nelson, Yolanda. She said, who are you? I said, Sergeant Hall. I was your sergeant. Then I became a lieutenant. She said, oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny. For those of you who don't know, this is not just any ordinary sergeant or lieutenant. You were like number one for the sergeant and lieutenant's list both times.
I was number one out of 830 people on the sergeant test, and I didn't even study for the lieutenant test. And I made 23, I think. Yeah.
So this ain't a dummy. It's kind of funny because yeah, it's kind of funny because you're like one of the few people that outrank me because I was a sergeant, not for Baltimore Police, but for other departments. I was a sergeant. You might as well said I was a lieutenant because I was always a shift commander because our lieutenant was always gone. So he
Wait,
has
they fucking with your
experience.
algorithm, bro.
And I said that before they get. They keep
I'm looking at
fucking
the
with me.
numbers. What the fuck?
They
It's probably
fucking.
wrong though. I see
It's
what it's saying
wrong.
yet in. Okay, it's building, but
It's building. They go up and
usually you
down
be having
because
like 50 people, yo.
yeah, they fucking with me. And it's funny because even my co-host ABM said it. They fuck with my algorithm all the time, and that's because nigga be talking real shit,
They try to make you
and
pay some money.
they try to make me pay money, and they don't like the shit that we talk in this space because it be real. Because sometimes I could go very political and tell you what the fuck happened, just
Yo, I
like
said
most
one
people.
quick comment about small hats on TikTok. The motherfucker took my video down. It
They,
wasn't no
they,
hate shit. I just said, hey, this person's XYZ. And
yeah,
they was like, oh,
and that's
snatched.
and
I
that's
said, damn, I didn't know that was derogatory.
and that's how they play because but yet they could say they could allow dead bodies on certain fucking algorithms. I
Yeah.
could say the I could say the word nigga all day long and nobody get offended.
Well, black people could beat the shit out of each other on the internet all day long. They'll put that up.
Yep.
They have a million views.
I literally can put I could literally put stuff about EDC every day. Why? Like I told you before, why isn't a guy like you not interviewed by like people like Sean Ryan? Last time I checked, you're like
I don't know
what the
about me.
black you're like a black hero. You should be known as a black folk hero because how many guys go in during a divorce and get full custody of all three of his kids?
Oh man, that was a sniper's mission.
Yeah.
I did
Not only
that,
that, and she has to pay you child support.
and she has to pay me.
Yeah. And think about it. You were a young lieutenant at the time. I think how old were you when you made lieutenant?
20. Wait, let me see. I think I was 28. 28.
The average age of a person making lieutenant is usually like 35.
Right.
So this
Damn
is
near in
this
their
is
40s for real.
damn near 40. And you're telling me if you were still at the department today, you'd probably be running a district, if not chief of patrol. And if they played their cards right, you could have been deputy commissioner before 45.
I don't think I would have survived because who's their black saviors now? It's kind of like the Martin Luther King and Malcolm X theory. Who's our Martin Luther King and Malcolm X now? Malcolm X now? Like there's not the climate for that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't
It's
want
definitely not the
that.
climate because right now, people like yourself, your younger brother Josh, everybody knows Josh, and
Hmm.
myself, how many times I could easily go online on Facebook, Instagram, and say, I don't give a fuck what anybody say. I'm gonna say what I think about this department. First of all, I'm one of those legendary motherfucking old school ass kickers, and I don't carry it that way.
I
Never
was
have,
just
never
talking
will.
to the officer I ran into just now about that. One of the rare females one of the best ones, Yolanda Nelson. Shout
Yeah,
out to her. She's still on, and she's going through some internal affairs shit for use of force on a
yeah,
male. She's a female. She's
on a mail. And see,
putting a male in a chokehold.
that's the part where people don't understand. And the circumstances should, guess what? You might have to choke a motherfucker out.
And that's
Does
okay.
does that mean all the time? No. But guess what? If I
Depending on where you
acknowledge,
work, yeah.
depending on who you work on, like there's a certain sergeant who should have been charged with cowardice. You know, her name rhymes with rice.
Oh Lord.
How
Oh
many times, you know, how did she become a sergeant when she was nowhere to be found on a post only?
well, she's not really a coward because you got to be brave to take all that dick. I mean, um,
I mean,
I have Tourette syndrome. I got to give a disclaimer. I spoke too fast.
you know, I've been drinking a little bit in my car and I'm parked outside. But you know, she got so much. I mean, she did take a lot of dick. I mean, more dick than a Richard Nixon convention. But
Well,
I
and
mean,
that brings me to my sis, Danica Bell Pierre, right? So
hmm
she don't play ball,
hmm
and they fuck with her. See, right
yeah,
now it's the era of the black female in the department, but if you don't play ball, they're gonna get rid of your ass.
they're gonna get rid of you. You're gonna be ostracized. You're
Yeah,
gonna have a target on your back and your front.
yeah.
And the fucked up part about it is, I'll say we
If
have very
as a
good.
female, if you can last 25 years fucking everybody, you're gonna have a great career. Me
I
as a
mean,
male, I'm not fucking motherfuckers for 25 years. That's too long.
too long,
That's too
too
long.
long.
Years? I give you 25 minutes.
I mean,
Years? I'm
yeah,
good.
probably maybe a week,
Maybe
maybe a
even a
month,
week. I might
maybe
have
a
a
month.
whole week during my career, but goddamn, 25 years? Leave me be.
And see, here's the fucked up premium of it, right? We have people who got promoted and they were in IID and they got more domestics than Ike and Tina.
But it gets what? Well, not even that. Well, how about the people who are friends or got half sisters or whatever in internal affairs, but they use drugs?
Oh my God.
Remember, I ran the medical section and I was in charge of the drug program. So I was in charge. I was the guy who called you and said, "Hey," or sent you the email or your supervisor email saying, "Hey, they got to go take a drug test."
Yeah.
Now I can't tell you how many people that they just bypass. Like, oh no, they won't be taking it today or whatever, and
Or
ain't nothing you can do about it.
how many people that never had to take one at all for 20 years?
That's right,
I mean, think about it.
because they know people.
How many people fucked up on domestic calls and they called a person like me to solve it? Or how many people talking shit, starting fights, but you got to get to the scene and settle the fight before that officer nearly died?
That part.
How come? How come no medals were issued for me? But I went to go save not only a detective, now sergeant, and a SWAT officer's life from a guy who was on PCP. First on scene, actually tackled the guy, shout out to Ray Lewis, and
I
put him in an arm bar and said, "If you move, I'll break." Because he was
don't know if Bella's
representing.
listening. I'm about to text her, but we got some stories, man.
Oh, she can come on up, Belle, come
She
on.
broke she broke all stereotypes about women that I had, like for real.
And let me tell you what it is, because we might have similar supervising techniques, because we would usually take the people when I was in other departments when I became a sergeant, and a lot of people don't know this, and you might agree, and I know you're going to agree. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the fucking head that wears the crown. People think, oh, you get the kickback. No, I got to watch you, motherfuckers, till I know I can trust you, and even then, I got one eye open. A lot of times, you take the females, especially the female rookies, and you got to school them and be like, look, because you're surrounded by, for every one of you, there's 9 men. Don't be one of them that you throw your pussy like Captain America throws a mighty shield. Because
I
you're
tell
gonna
you
get
what.
huh?
I tell you what. Um. Oh wait, is Belle here? She says she's on here.
Okay.
You gotta tell her how to. You gotta click the link in
I'm
the
gonna put the link
invitation
back
link
in.
so you can
Here's the link.
come
Here's
up and
the,
speak. I want to tell a story of when I really knew you was down for the crown. When I really knew that females,
here's the link.
there's some females that are like us. They do get busy.
There's the link right there to join the show. This is once again the 4th annual police meeting, and you might as well say it officially now. But don't
I'll
worry.
set it off.
Don't
I just
worry.
want to tell his story. She coming
Don't,
up.
don't worry, everybody. I need everybody listening to the sound of my voice. I need you to share this to like 5 fucking people.
That part.
I need
Send it
each
to
and
my brother too. I don't know what he doing. He probably high right now. He probably in
so
la la land.
I want y'all to share this to 5 people, each person. I don't give a fuck if it's 5 people, 5 times 5, 25. Those 5 share it to other 5 people. You're not gonna get the real Baltimore true Hollywood stories that you're not gonna get here. There's a reason why Charles doesn't talk as much because Charles, if he talks as much, there's a lot of people who will lose jobs. You know,
Put the link. Let me see something. She's trying to jump on, but let me
hit
see.
that link if you see it.
I don't see it.
If you could,
Wait, what?
I text it to you, so just copy and paste it and text it to her. See if
Got
she
you.
can do that work. And I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna say this out there. I am proud of my service, just like I'm proud of my military service. There is shit that I've done to protect God, country, and community that I will never be ashamed of. Nobody will ever tell me I'm ashamed of. But the one thing I am ashamed of is this. You have a department that's charge happy and does not individually take everybody's story and actually do an investigation. There's so many people who left fucking bodies, and I mean, you get on a call and you leave fucking bodies on a call. That's shameful. That's fucking shameful.
Wait, you mean actual bodies?
Yes.
Damn, you
Yeah.
must have been in the Northeast with me and Bell. We had a situation. No, the body got dragged over to the Eastern District, and then and then the officer made a call, put in a call to say it was on their side. Hey yo, you still there?
I'm just handing to a few of my buddies. How do you get a call, right?
Hmm.
You call the phone and David know it. You call again, they call and hey, this guy's threatening to kill us. David know it. The third time you finally show up and you see 2 bodies on the thing.
That's the
You
people that
don't get
called. They dead. They dead
yeah, they
now.
did. You go away, but you come back, you get your trial board, you're nervous as fuck, and all they did was take days from the motherfucker.
That's because they already spread the juice.
Miss Bell, how you doing? Welcome to the
Sister,
Charles Faulkner.
Hey, hey,
this
hey.
this is
Hey,
little
hey,
Welcome to the
sis.
hey.
welcome to the Charles Faulkner show where we
This
talk
is little
shit.
sis. She
We
saved my
call,
life.
we call this the multifaceted men and women of the manosphere because we talk the truth. We talk shit. We have a good time. We smoke cigars, drink liquor, and hang with our niggas. But we gotta talk some truth. I am like I told people. All of us are proud of our service. I'm proud of my military service. I'm proud of my service as a law enforcement officer. But one thing I will tell you: don't put shit on my name. Don't put shit on another person's name. If somebody did something wrong, not everything. There's some things that could be corrected. Like this whole bullshit about a fake traffic stop. I'm sorry. You
Shit.
you put first of all, shout out to my boy Jay Lee. He said it best. He could easily say, I'm forced to do it because you were literally told to go get car stops, are you not? By supervision, right?
Listen, and that's
Absolutely.
exactly
And
what I
if you
was
don't go
told.
out there and get car stops, then they're gonna give you a messed up detail.
Yep.
Exactly.
You're gonna have a detail, or they're gonna do
Uh-uh.
something like some unwritten rule where so they're
Hey
not
Bell, they
gonna
got some new
say
shit though. I forget what it's called. I ain't gonna say no names on here. My homegirl. She told me it's some new shit because I was like, well, it's best just to do nothing. They can't charge you with being lazy. And she said, oh no, they can. Um, there's some new shit where they write you up. I forget what she said it's called, but yeah, you can get fired based off of it if you don't. It's basically a quota. If you don't produce enough,
But
she
wait
said
a
yes
minute.
you can.
wow.
That's how it was when I had I'm gonna say names. Fuck it. And you know what? I tell people, punch me in my mouth. If the fucking gang members in the northern district of Old York and Cater couldn't fucking to fuck with me, if the terrorists and insurgents in Iraq couldn't fuck with me, what the fuck I fear from another man? When you had when you had at the time, Lieutenant Mike Jones, who Mike Jones, who Mike Jones,
Mike
try to
Jones.
try to tell.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck about names. It's my show. Guess what? I take responsibility for it. And guess what? What you gonna say? I don't have a First Amendment right, motherfucker. Did I lie on you, or did you lie when you were taking overtime that you were not actually working, and that's why you were nearly
Not Mike
fired?
Jones.
Yeah, cool as shit when he was a sergeant, but got a big ass head when he got that bar. Don't change. Rank don't change me. Just
I
the
wasn't it two
responsibility.
Mike Jones? Which Mike Jones you talking about?
The one who had who lost his kid in a car accident.
Oh, I
Okay,
drove out
okay,
there that night. Yeah,
okay,
him. I
okay.
knew him
Yeah.
as an officer. He was cool, but he
When he
did kind
became
of
a lieutenant,
change.
when he was a sergeant, he was cool as fuck. But when he got a lieutenant, he just became a total asshole on our shift. And this is the funniest part. And this is what I learned from the military and police. A good leader, when they first get into a position, they learn their personnel first. Am I lying, folks?
I mean, I always did.
You learn everybody's strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes you got a good ass kicker. Sometimes you got a person who could de-escalate shit. Sometimes you got your best writers. You got your best orators who could talk the most shit or
I
talk you
was all in
logically.
one.
You got to be an all in one if you want to be a total officer. So instead of learning why me, Mike, and Reese were up there on the 5400 block of York at the shopping, after we did a train, cleared out all the corners at midnight.
What kind of train? You talking about Reese? I
Not
mean,
that type of train.
um,
The car train,
okay,
not that kind.
continue. Finding in a motherfucker. Go ahead.
But we go up there just chilling, making sure that he rides up there and tell us we got to disperse. So I take a week off work because, it was around my birthday time. I believe 2 days, excuse me, I could never work. My birthday and my son's birthday. Fuck you. Um, I get back, and did you know all those shops at that shopping strip were hit for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Well,
I
that's how
came
I
in,
be when you leave. Yeah, that's how I be. I used to
I
have
came in there.
homicides on my post. Niggas, you call me while I was on vacation. Who did it? Nigga, I'm
Who
off.
did?
What the fuck?
What the fuck you telling me? I laugh when I walk past the to this thing.
I saw it one time. Remember Dionis Bagata?
Yeah.
You was around, Bell. Dionis Bagata. He killed two niggas on my post, and I identified him while I was off. They said they don't know who did it. They described him. I said, yo, I still got his ID in my pocket, and
Yeah.
they solved that.
And it's funny because have you ever noticed, and I want to get you, Lieutenant Hall and Bell, you were sergeant, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to very experienced officers for the listeners.
15 years. Mm-hmm.
Oh
My
yeah.
post buddy.
And I will tell you, have you ever noticed the department tends to fuck with the workers?
All the time. All
Always.
the
Yo, we
time.
had a little
They
something.
all the time.
Me, Bell, and my homeboy Emerson, we created the what, Bell? The charging
The
committee.
charging committee.
We was there to fight back against bullshit, and we used to charge motherfuckers who was charge happy.
Mm-hmm.
We used to charge our supervisors.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Which you
we ain't
can
know that
legally
shit.
do. Which you
Yeah,
departmentally and legally can do.
yeah. You tell us some dumb shit. Oh, we charging you. Hey, Bell, I want you to tell that story. I never heard you tell it from your perspective. Of the first time I really feel like you earned your stripes. Like when I was about to get my ass whooped, and I thought it was Emerson, I thought it was Snell, I thought it was Lazardo, I thought it was anybody but you. You was the only female on the squad that day, and all I saw was your little feet.
So like, right, how we had to call in reference to a domestic assault case. The girlfriend was getting beat up by her boyfriend. And go ahead. So it was your call and then I was your backup. So go ahead. You can
All right,
tell it and then
listen.
I ad lib, and let yeah, do it that
No,
way.
bro, females did not have a great reputation. She was a rookie. It had nothing to do with her though. She was a rookie, but we just didn't know what she could do yet.
It's
I
the
get to a
question mark.
call. Yeah, it's a question mark. I get to a call.
Yeah, they was feeling
Domestic
me
in
out. They was
progress.
feeling me out.
Yes, definitely was. There was a domestic call, And I get there, they're like, wait for your backup. And I already got there. And it was at these apartments at the top of what's that, Frankfurt and Sinclair, I believe. It's a basement
Yep, it
apartment.
was
So I'm
right
like,
over
yo,
there on 34th
all I did,
post. Mm.
yeah, all I did was get out the car and I looked down the I looked in the doorway of the hall and I seen a guy with there was a door off the hinges and I seen the guy on top of a woman. And I'm like, they like, wait for your backup. I said, I can't. This guy is like, he doing this girl dirty. I gotta go in. I can't wait for backup because I can't watch this. I can't just stand here and watch this. I gotta do something.
You gotta
So
be an officer. You gotta do your duty and diligence.
exactly. So when I looked at him, he looked about the same size by looks. Like I bust the door open. I jumped on his back all the way down the steps because he's like, and they in the basement apartment, so it's like 4 steps. So I jumped down 4 steps on his back. Immediately when I grabbed his back, yo, this nigga had muscles I didn't know that humans have. I grabbed his back and I felt so much tension and muscles, and I said, oh shit, he about to fuck me up and this bitch. But I'm a
Nigga got you.
fighter myself.
Nigga got you.
But I'm a
Nigga trying to rescue Gerald Harmer and shit from Baki.
yo,
Right,
bro.
he was big. He was a big guy. He was a big
Listen,
guy.
he was bouncer level, and I'm like, yo, I'm about maybe at that time maybe 160 at
God
best,
damn, boy.
165. I
God
wasn't
damn,
like
nigga,
I
you
am now,
believe.
like 200. I was like 165 maybe. I grabbed this dude. I said, oh no, he's about 230, 240 all muscle. And my first thing, because I'm a former boxer, so my first thing is I cannot beat him in the wrestling game, and I'm not gonna beat him in the boxing game if he hit me first because he's big. So my first thought was, let me get around to his front, or stay on his back, or get around to his front and keep my head close to his chest because you can't get no power off if my head is pressed on against your chest.
You know, wear your
So
body out.
yeah, so he shook me. I didn't even have to think about it. He shook me around to his front. So now I'm like, okay, at least he's not going to whoop her ass, but I'm going to have to worry about getting my ass whooped. I thought he was going to knock my teeth out. Like he felt that strong, like grabbing his shoulders and grabbing it, feeling up on his chest pores, all that. I was like, yo, he's about to put in work. I'm done. I'm fucking done. So he stood up. While I'm grabbing onto him, I'm clinging onto him. I'm trying to put my head in his chest. He stands up. Now my feet dangling. Now I'm 6'2". So I don't even know how tall he was, but you can imagine how tall that is
But
once
I
he
was
stood
on the
up.
way. He did all that, and I
And
was on the way. Lights and sirens.
I look, I hear the lights and sirens. I look, and I'm like, yo, thank God it's my nigga Emerson. Even though Emerson's not known for fighting, he's heavy. All it's going to take is like one, or he could grab the guy, distract him, then I could put in the work. Like, long enough for the whole squad to get there. Man, I saw some little ass feet. It's Bell. I'm like, oh no. Now I'm gonna have to protect her ass and this bitch. Oh no. Like that's all I thought in my head. Like, yo, the squad will never forgive me if I let her get beat up. Man, within 5 seconds, she got down them steps, and me and the nigga was back down on the floor. And I'm like, well, how did we get here? How the hell
Yeah,
did we get on the ground? She swept this
yeah,
nigga off his feet.
yeah,
God damn.
Swept him up his feet was on some Bruce Lee shit. I'm like, oh, she did not tell me she could fight. I did
yeah,
not know.
yeah. I
So
swept him off his feet, hit him in the, you know what? And he was
Hey,
down. We said we're gonna take him down, and that's when the girl jumped on your
the
back,
funniest
Terrell,
part,
and then I
the
had to
funniest
oh
go
part,
shit.
and
Oh
fight
shit.
her, and you was like, you know what, Belle? Let her go, let her go, let the pit bull loose, let the pit bull loose. I remember
yeah,
you
yeah,
saying
because
that.
she started fighting us, telling us to let the dude go, even though we
And
were saving her
she
life.
said that her back was broken. Oh, my back is broken, because that's when the fire department and the medics
It
came,
probably
and
was,
they was like,
and they
oh,
was
she was like,
watching.
I can't move, and they sat back and watched while we were fighting them, and then she jumped on your back,
Yo,
Oh
Terrell,
shit.
and then I had to start fighting her, and then so we got the guy down. So you was able to, control him more while he was down. Then I had to get her. And I'm like, you know what? You was like,
oh
no,
yeah,
let her go. Let her go. Let the pit
I
bull
gained
loose.
the
Let
new
the pit bull
strength.
loose.
Once
You
I
know
knew
what's
you could
so
fight, I gained the new strength. I was like, oh hell yeah.
you know what the fucked up part about it was? I've never been on duty when it was a whole house full of family members fighting. I've always was off.
Oh, I
They,
was about to say
everybody,
I have.
everybody would tell me on the days
Yeah.
when I come back. I'm on my H days or V days. And they like, folk, you would have loved this shit. This would have been the Royal Rumble. I said, I swear to God, I'd put somebody's grandparents to a table.
Hey, bro, was you there that day when the Sousa got attacked at that block party, and it was just me and him?
No, I
And then
wasn't there.
I think you had left to go to that unit or whatever, and he stayed. I stayed behind. He was with me. We went to the block party. We just talking, shooting the shit. We thinking it's just gonna be a good talk with these guys. It was a unlicensed block party. They just jumped this nigga from behind, and I'm like, oh hell no! I took down two niggas by myself. Like you're not going to take down a white shirt in front of me. So I'm
Mm-mm.
fighting. I'm fighting. I told the Sousa back up. Like don't he didn't even help. Like he tried to help, but I said, oh no, you just call for help. Like he was the boss. Like you don't any white shirt. They can't get
You
dirty.
don't get
Yeah, you
They
you
don't
don't
can't
get
get
get that
dirty.
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 You don't get
You
dirty. You don't.
So
You
I
don't
was
get
like,
you
yo,
the
I
one that
got it.
got a right. You can't get dirty because you have the right. So we need
yeah.
you to right, but you can't
You
get
be the right.
dirty.
I don't know if you
Exactly.
know about I don't know if you know about my career, Bell. I'm probably the dude that everybody looks at like if this was filmed, this might be looked at as police brutality.
Well, you
Like
seen Charles. He look
Oh,
like Bad News Brown from wrestling and shit. And you nigga, you look
like
like the nigga in the last scene from Black Belt Jones.
I look like the second big boss in every kung fu fight you see.
Yeah, you remember? You know when they was fighting on the bus? That last nigga, "Ooh, ooh." He had to throw him through the
Like
window like 5 times,
it
and
was
he didn't
so
even fit.
bad. Some of my incidents happened. Matter of fact, I was actually a world star hip hop when I put the nigga in the Kimura lock,
Josh
and
told
then
me.
and they were fighting the pregnant lady, and I literally had the lock so tight. I actually got on my radio, sat up with the dude, still locked in the hole. Brother, can you drop a god? I actually said it. Can you drop a goddamn 13, please? Kindly, thank you. And they like, oh, my nephew was telling me, and he was like, yo, I wasn't worried about you. I was just looking at that immaculate technique, my nigga. I
I
was like,
always had the big dudes though. Like I'm not small, but I always had the extremely large motherfuckers.
yeah,
Remember Big
that's my
Smitty, Bell? Big Smitty,
yeah.
he was a
I
wagon guy.
remember Big
So
Smith. Yep.
he big as it is. I remember one time I ain't never been so happy to see a man. Pause. Never in my life I've been so happy to see a man. I had to call this dude threw his baby mom's down the steps. Broke her arm.
Jeez.
It was all deformed and everything. And he's at his mom's house. They was supposed to be doing a child exchange, but then they got to a fight. And I looked at the dude, pulled my gun out, and I said, listen, I can justifiably kill you in here if you don't just turn around and let me put these triple flex cuffs on you. I'm sitting there setting up the flex cuffs. I was like, you gotta go to jail, bro. You gotta go. But I know you're a big dude. I had to put 3 flex cuffs on him. And he still was wilding out, standing up. His mother's like, sit down, baby. He's gonna shoot you. And I'm like, listen, if you get up again, I'm just gonna shoot you, and that's gonna be it. Like, you gotta go. So I get on the radio and I say, yo, I need about 10 or 11 officers for an extremely large combative male. I cannot, there's nothing I can do with him. I can't fight him. I can't control him. Like, he's too big for me. Yo, I hear sirens. Smitty shows up. Smitty about 6'5". This guy's like 6'7", 400 pounds. Every bit of like, he looked like the refrigerator. That football player, the
Perry,
Oh
refrigerator.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
William
was there,
Perry.
yeah.
yeah. And Smitty looked like maybe very white looking dude, but he was wide. Like I don't know how to describe him, but he just know.
Look like a baby grand piano and shit.
Well, just know he can lift weights like you. Like he can bench press 700 pounds easy, like easy, and smoke a cigar at the same time. Um, so when I
I need
seen him
to
get out
you,
that wagon,
you
and
gave me another viral take. I'm gonna try to do that. Smoke cigars while
he,
lifting. I've done 405 for reps, but I never did it with a cigar in my mouth. I gotta see if I can do it.
yeah, he used to do that in the Northeast garage, and
Oh yeah, he
when
was
I seen
famous with
him,
that, smoking the garage, smoking the cigars.
yo,
Him
he
and
was a
CJ.
big dude, yo.
Him and
Yes, but
CJ.
CJ
And
wasn't. CJ
CJ.
was big, but he wasn't in shape. This dude was big, and he was like football shape.
Oh yeah, he
And
was.
when I
Yeah.
seen him,
Smitty was.
I
Yeah.
I ran to him. He said, "We at youngster." He had a real deep voice. We at youngster. Man, I ran up to him and hugged him. He was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yo, he's in there." I got behind him. Yo, you know, two big dudes never want to fight each other. So when he saw Smitty, the dude turned around and said, "All right, man, where you taking me?" I said, "What the fuck? He was
Yeah,
ready to kill me. He didn't want to fight you." I said, "Oh man, that's some bullshit."
I
It's some
mean, shit.
bullshit.
I mean, I'll tell you this one. Some of our incidents got so bad that the trainees at the academy knew about some of the shit. We call this the York Road and Woodbourne incident. To tell you how far back it was, the PlayStation 4 was about to come out. And of course, you happier than you happier than Quentin during a certain time of the month.
Oh
Um,
Jesus Christ! What kind of
happier than June. I mean,
having a fag in the Boy Scouts?
with a bag full of dicks. Uh, bag of them. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get my game. Here comes this old guy in this Cadillac. Hey, there's some guy beating up this woman. And I looked at him and said, nigga, you ain't help? Shit.
For
So
real.
of course, everybody knows, and Bell and Hall will tell you, the worst type of call to get an on view because nobody knows you're there yet. So you try to call shit, but sometimes you forget the call because you kind of in emotion because
So much going
you
on. Yeah.
there's so much going on and you treat it like you had a dispatch call. And some of my subscribers heard the story. I'm about 270, 280, okay? You outweighed me by 30 pounds. So he's a big motherfucker. Of course, you know the signs of an aggressive person, white beater, little trickles
Muscle?
of blood
Because
on his
muscle
shit.
different. Muscle
Oh,
different than just a fat nigga.
he was built like a fullback.
Oh
Built
Lord.
like built like a fullback. So next thing you know, hey Belle, you still there? She's still there? Oh, she might have muted herself.
No, I'm
I want
still
you.
here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can
Hello?
hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I want you
Oh,
to
I was
take
in
it.
the
Make a
elevator.
okay. I want you to make a fist, right? Put it next to your eye, and that's the lump that dude put on this girl, and he beat her up only because she didn't give him her phone number.
Damn.
What? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Damn.
that's the size of the
Oh
lump.
my
I mean,
God.
he looked like Martin after fighting Tommy Hearns.
That's a gorilla pimp right there. Damn. She can't just live her life.
So,
What the
so
fuck?
next
You have
thing
to
you
punch her?
know, I'm like, yo, you got to go to jail. Nigga kicked off of me like he was about to like dunk a ball or some shit. I said, fuck no. Wrestling 101, double leg, took him down. We're literally in the middle of the street fighting. Like the bus is like 2 or 3 feet away from our faces. So dude's trying to like punch me right on the ground, which means you can't develop any power. So I popped him with a good right. His canine tooth went to his bottom lip. That's injury number one. Dude's still fighting. He hit me in my face, not no real power. So I did an elbow strike to his eye, cracked his orbital bone. Motherfucker still fighting. Then he grabbed my gun.
Oh Lord.
So now I grab his wrist so he can't get my gun. My other arm goes under his underarm. Kimura lock, snack, crackle, pop, broke his arm. Still fighting. He goes to my other leg, grab a knife, grab his wrist, snack, crackle, pop, broke that shit. I'm like, okay, this guy is still fighting with two broken arms and all these other injuries. So I was like,
Hey
fuck
Bell,
it,
if
I'm
you
just gonna
haven't
take
noticed, he's a wrestler, by the way. He wrestles.
pocket box too, you
Ooh,
know.
I can tell.
Oh, say that again. But anyway, we talk a lot of shit
Yes.
on this. I gotta warn you, we talk a lot of shit on my channel. And it's like I was about to choke him the fuck out. So my boy Melvin Hall tapped me like, "Folk, it's over." And I almost, dude. If I didn't recognize him because all I seen was red, I was just in attack mode. I was about to level his ass. I was about to steal. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." He was like, "What happened?" I was like, "Dude, I was about to knock. I was about to cave out the back of your skull. That's how hard I was aiming that punch because I didn't know if that was his boy or something." And if you look on the back of my wrist, because we were in the street and all that adrenaline pumped up, the the back of my wrists were like they weren't rubbed red, they were rubbed white. That's how fucking hard we were fighting.
Oh my
So
God.
so the medic had to take care of me, take care of her, and Dion, Brooks, he was the wagon man. Well, the eternal wagon man, because as long as I've been there until he retired, he was always the wagon man. Because Dion got more time to bash reads and shit. so,
Yeah. Yeah.
so the
He probably
story
still in
gets
the
even.
department too.
No, he retired like 2 years ago.
Good. Nobody
So,
misses ass.
so it gets funnier when the nigga gets central booking. So Dion tells the rest of it, and he's like, "Yo, we had this guy coming down there. He had two broken arms, so he had to go get medical attention, and they had to prop his arms up, and he looking like the goddamn mummy going to Sally Port." Dion said, "All the motherfuckers in the Sally Port said, 'Yo, how many jumped on you?'" And he said he kept it real though. He said only one. He said, "Yo, tell me where that motherfucker works. I stay the fuck out of his place." He was like, "Yo, what happened?" One of the dudes from downstairs from the department. He was like, "What happened?" Black Dynamite got a hold of him. Just pray that your nicknames are cool because you don't
Did
pick them.
you only work the central? I mean, the northern district?
So I was everybody. At some point, I was detailed to every goddamn where. Sometimes,
Hey, Bell,
right.
what's your favorite district that you work?
I, the Northeast, because you was my partner. I ain't had to worry about anything.
I
I ain't had to
concur.
worry about. I
Northeast.
ain't had to worry about anything. Like I worked in the Eastern, I worked in the Western, I worked in the Southern, but I didn't have any backup or knew that I can have somebody there to trust besides you. So it was like when I went to these other districts, it was like I was there, with myself, by myself. So
Yeah.
it wasn't the same. When you know that you have that partner that you can trust and count on that's going to back you up and you don't have to second guess, like, who's going to back
Yeah.
me up? Who's working tonight? Oh my gosh. I know I ain't going to have no backup. So, like, you're real keen on, like, what you can and what you can't do. You got to be
Yo,
very
I ain't
careful
gonna.
out
I
there
was just telling
because
somebody that. I ain't gonna
yeah, you
lie.
Yeah.
got to be very
Yeah.
careful
Just telling
because
somebody that.
if it's not the person who that will help you, then
I ain't doing
like,
shit that
listen,
night. You can't do
yeah,
nothing that night,
you
yo.
can't do nothing, and you better stay clear. Stay clear. If it's something that is going to turn out to something, don't go there by yourself. You might have to
No.
wait till the cavalry come because
No.
if that person who that you can trust that's going to help you and not going to let you die on the streets,
Yeah.
then I'm serious, like you might as well forget it, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like
That,
seriously. And then me
yeah.
being a woman, a girl, it was more harder for me too because
Nigga,
it's
the
like,
whole squad operated like Junior Mafia. This was Lil
yes,
Kim.
we
No.
did.
I was Lil
Little,
C's.
you was little C's, and I was little Kim. I
Word
was
up.
Queen
Like
D.
Word
Queen
up.
D.
that's the
Queen
Migos
D. Queen
motherfuckers.
D.
Like that is some real shit because I've learned that from not only the department, the military. We had a rule when we went into town. If your battle buddy's fucked up and you come back clean, we fucking you up.
Oh, that's the same
So
room my mama had in my house.
yeah, don't you let one of your asses get kicked and both of your asses ain't get kicked. Shit, like first of all, if I'm working with somebody, you don't have to be the best fighter. Just do something. Grab that bottle,
Just
grab that brick,
distract them. Yeah. Just
and
distract them.
distract them, hit them upside the head, remember, drum solo. I mean, like what they say we're gonna do. I said, take that goddamn S Pantone. I'm gonna throw you my S Pantone. It's made out of Coca Cola. Hit him in the back of his knee. But I don't give a fuck what they say in their fucking policies or GOs or orders. This is a life or death situation. Do you want to live?
Absolutely. You want to live. I'll deal with that later, but I'm going to do whatever I have or whatever I can to ensure that I go back home that night. Like,
I gotta say, my least favorite district was Central District. That was my
Central
least favorite district, man.
When I worked in Central District, because they put us all on foot when I came out in '07. My class was '07, '05. So they put everybody on foot. Okay. 25, 26-year-old Charles loved downtown Baltimore for two different reasons and hated it for two different reasons. One, I'll tell you the hate first. One, it's too political. Two, you never know who you ran into. You could run into the fucking mayor, city
But
council, the police
it's also was a
Also,
commissioner.
culture of laziness too. Like if you
Yeah.
look at
okay,
the people,
so it was just like the Southern, because when I was in the
Yeah.
Southern, my two tours, it was the same way. Like I hated
Yeah.
the Southern, hated the
Yeah.
Southern. It was political. It was very political.
but
Very
I ain't gonna
political.
lie though, if you track the officers in the past 20 years or 30 years, not the officers, the districts where officers have gotten killed.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what district they was in. It's not a tough district they was in. They was in a lazy ass district.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I was in the central, I had the most lazy motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy.
Now the
And
reason. Go
it
ahead,
just wasn't a
continue.
good place to work. And I was
And
a
and the
sergeant.
two and the two places and the two reasons I loved it because I was 26 years old and it was summertime and it was all the beautiful women coming to take pictures with you and give you their phone numbers. I was gainfully
Oh
employed when I
no.
got off work.
I literally could have had about 30 babies in the Northeast.
Oh my god.
The
Yeah.
Northeast had the best of the best of the best. You got the
Oh
college
my god.
girls. You got somebody else's baby
Yeah.
mama. You name it.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
I
I'm
My
gonna
was
tell
kid
there.
had
you.
all of them
I'm gonna
running
tell
down
you.
on him. And everybody
I,
used to want to talk to him because they thought that we was like, no, we're partners. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we're sisters
Shit.
and brothers. And they used to be like, who was her? Y'all always together. That's
yeah,
my
because
I
partner.
used to
yeah,
tell her,
because
listen, answer my calls for the next 35 to 45 minutes. I'm going to go 10 7. She'd be like, all right, you better bring your ass back out.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yep.
Where the
I'm gonna
fuck
tell you.
you at?
I'm gonna tell you what's so fucked up is that when you have a good squad or a good partner, there's this is how you know you have a fucked up squad. When you have to when they have to assign a backup or you have to ask for a backup.
Yo, remember
And
Estevez?
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the lazy.
Like,
Yo,
yeah,
Estevez was the
Esteban,
laziest
yes.
nigga I ever
Yes.
seen in the department. Yo, that nigga was
Yes.
lazy as
And
fuck.
never even answer his own calls. I'm like, yo, what is he
No.
doing?
And he
Like,
had
what is he
32 posts. Now let me explain to you. And at midnight shift, right? In the Northeast, 32 posts was not it was non-existent. It didn't exist on midnight shift, but he had 32 posts, which literally is from all it is the corner of Moravia and Pulaski Highway. That's it.
Hey, sit up
Like
there.
it
What the
in
fuck they
Quad
got to complain?
Avenue.
What the fuck they got to complain at Chaps Barbecue?
There's nothing there. And no, that's
Nothing.
31 posts. Now, look, that should show you how small it is, right? 32 posts was Quad Avenue to Pulaski Highway. There's nothing there but
There's,
warehouses that nobody
there's
works at
nothing.
night.
There's nothing there. You probably got the easiest shit ever.
Yes, the nigga was lazy when yo, we never saw him the whole night. Shit would be happening. Niggas get beat up. Officers in the hospital. We put people in the hospital. We be like, yo, Estevez, at the end of the night, where was you at? Oh, I don't know, man. What the fuck? I forgot you was here, my nigga.
Now, here's the craziest part, right? And I know Belle's going to talk about this because I'm glad we have a black female officer here for a lot of the subscribers. How did it feel looking at some of these chicks out there sleep their way to the top? Because
I hate it.
it's one thing to get a male officer's perspective, but a female officer with some integrity. What's your part? You got the floor.
So I don't like it because it makes us all look bad. And the same it's like so they expect for all women to be the same. So there are a lot of disrespectful men that are in the police department. And these ladies allow them to be that way because of the fact that they want what they want. If that means they want their own position, they want their own post, if they want days off, or if they want to go to a different unit, they're gonna do what they need to do. So the guys think that all women are like that. So the way how they treat one and use and abuse one, they think they can do that with the rest. And that's where the problem starts. And that's where you are called a bitch. You are called, oh, she's stuck up. She thinks she cute. She thinks she all that. And now instead of you just doing your job, now you got to watch your back of what's going to come after you. Like, what are they going to do? Like, because I turned them down or I said no, or I didn't think that his joke was funny. So now I'm the problem. It's bad.
Yeah,
I tell
especially if it's a guy from a different race, because they automatically think that they have a step up on brothers, and the ones with the
wait, hold up.
opposite.
I'm curious to know that though. That's something I don't know. Have you ever been approached by somebody of another race? Hello?
Say that again. What you say?
I said, have you ever been approached by somebody of another race?
Another race on what? Like approach? Yeah, yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
I don't know these stories. That one I don't know.
Yeah,
I know about the
yeah,
Negroes because I used to catch your flat.
yeah.
And just so the listeners know, my sister's a bad bitch.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
I just want to meet her in person, and she can come down to the harbor with me when I'm playing my music and drinking. So just bring her with you. Bring her with you. We go through.
Don't nobody want to listen to no goddamn Frankie Beverly and Maze with your ass.
You shut
Oh!
the you
No,
shut the
listen.
fuck up. You shut the fuck up. And I do not talk about Frankie Beverly's name in vain, nigga. Oh, I listen to everything. Sometimes we have our ratchet hour. Okay, I give you a whole hour of ratchet shit too, and we go back to Frankie. But it's
They play some
funny.
Young
I,
Miami.
I'm
Uh,
sorry. I'm a 3-6 mafia boy. In my 20s,
play that too.
I'm not the one to I'm not the one to be in long relationships, buying gifts, taking trips,
That's a
starring
great,
boo.
you
I'm
know
not
what?
out on
Now that
that
I'm thinking
trip.
about it, that's a great way to describe me and Belle's relationship. She's Trina, and she actually look a little like her too. She's Trina, and I'm Trick
Even
Daddy,
better.
and
Even
I actually look a little like Trick Daddy. Not as ugly, but just the darkness,
It's,
darkness
it's
days.
just the
I'm
New
dark
York
there.
version.
I'm not light skinned like her. I'm dark skinned.
It's the
She ain't
funniest
light
part.
skinned. I'll give her brown.
I think the funniest part is that I've noticed shit because you know how you the quiet guy. Nobody knows what you're thinking in the department, but you're just observing. And it's funny because certain boys I'm with, they mess with certain females, and I'm like, "Are you ready for that?" And a lot of guys be like, "What you mean?" You do know a female like that is a lot of headache because look how first and foremost, a good woman is not going to make her man look stupid. Like I
Wait,
always
what
said
you
on my
mean?
channel,
What you mean? You talking about? You said a guy. You talking about me first? A guy that nobody know too much about.
like a guy who's chasing a chicken, who's a pretty chick in the department, right? That
Uh,
all the guys are chasing. First of all, why you? One thing, even though
wait,
I
pause.
broke,
You mean all the girls are Jason?
the girls, excuse me, god damn it, liquor. Oh shit, let me get my breath back together.
Pause.
Well, the girl. Well, then again, you never know in this department. Um,
Yeah, yeah, that's
well, a
word up.
girl that all the guys are chasing, and she's not giving any confidence of turning people down. And I'm not going to say the person's name till they get up here if they want to come up here. But first of all, I'm not going to deal with a chick. And one of the biggest things, even though I failed at this one time, you don't deal with a chick in your in your district, and you damn sure don't deal with a chick when y'all got the same day and days off. Because guess what?
Well, oh
When it
my
goes,
God, are you coming at me, bro? Let me tell you.
I'm coming
Bell
at
can tell you the
myself.
story. Bell can tell you the story. I'll say the name. Jasmine Hodges. Oh my God, she was a beast, a fucking beast. And but she didn't get along. Well, she did get along with Bella at first, but after a while, they didn't get along. So since not getting along with the shorty, that was no good. That was no
Yeah,
good.
yeah. And
Yeah,
and for,
we it was more so like I don't know, maybe jealousy of our
No, you know
relationship.
what I
I'm
think
not
that was?
sure.
Yeah. Because looking back on that, I think
Stand
she
up.
was doing too much. She was doing
Yeah.
too much in front of you to make it seem like you should be jealous. Bitch, I'm
Yeah.
not
She
dealing.
wanted
I
me
wasn't dealing with
she
that. Yeah,
she
she wanted you
wanted
to
me
be
to be
jealous.
jealous, but that wasn't our
Yeah.
relation, our friendship. Our relationship was more so like a brother and sister, relationship, friendship. So I think that since it wasn't the way how she thought it was, it made her even more madder because it's like, okay, she's
I
not
realized that
upset.
afterwards, and I definitely took your warning because we beefed about that. But
Yeah, we
not really
did.
a beef,
And I
but I
thought
definitely
it
took
wasn't beef
your word. I was like, fuck it,
because I
man. I
was
had to let
just
it go.
like, I was like, listen, it's gonna ruin our friendship, because I saw the writings on the wall, and I'm just like, we all were friends, and I'm just like, I don't want this to ruin our friendship. And he was like, no, no, and what happened? We had a little, thing about it, but that's like any brother and
Nah,
sister,
I
you
ain't think you
know.
was hating at all. I was in
Exactly. I
my
was never hating. I was never
yeah, I
hating.
was in my
Yeah.
feelings because I'm like, damn man, as soon as I get some good pussy, here she go. She gonna
I'm
fuck it
gonna
up.
tell
Fuck.
I'm gonna tell you that happened to me with she who will not be named. Fuck it, her name is Stephanie. She's probably lieutenant by now. Well, I've always been that slick nigga to have girls kissing girls, but anyway. But guess who fucked
I
that
was
up?
about to say,
It was
don't she like girls?
What's
well, she like
Stephanie?
Uh, Northern
What's the
District,
last?
Stephanie.
what's the
Uh,
what's the last name of the first president?
Oh, oh, oh,
ah,
oh. Okay, okay.
Well,
uh,
I
I bet
digress.
she could. She dark skin. I bet you she can suck it down to the pocket meter.
I will say this: there's a
And she
time
wore
we
real
went.
hair.
There's a time when we went to Planet Fitness.
Oh,
I never came from head, but that day was different. That's the only
oh,
time. That
oh.
motherfucker had the powers of Magneto. It was
I
magic
know.
cookie.
I'm just picturing her. I know what she. I know.
I was
She
like,
was. She. I like it a little aggressive sometimes.
I was like, the saddest part about it is that I
She got
think
big
she was.
hands or small hands.
Oh, she
I
had
never
long
looked at her
fingers.
hand.
She had long
Long
fingers,
fingers.
long
Oh,
fingers, small hands. I think she was.
oh,
It was kind of funny because she was attracted to the fact that I was physically strong as well as intellectually,
yeah. That's usually
sound.
the those type of girls. The girls that like girls. They want to be dominated. They want to feel feminine with a
Oh,
guy that could
trust me.
dominate them. Not
Oh,
just any guy. They need a
oh, she,
nigga like you or a
trust
disrespectful
me.
nigga like me. Anyway,
Oh, trust me. Trust me. I was a little bit of both. Trust me. Don't let Clark Kent fool you when he takes off the
I'm not
glasses.
as strong as you, but I could dominate in a disrespectful way.
Trust me. I was writing my names. If you really, I was writing in cursive. If you get my drift,
Oh,
but
did you
close your
leave
ears,
anything left
though.
for me?
Close your
Is there
ears, though.
anything left?
I don't know. It's been years. I haven't seen her in years, so it's like,
Selfish
hey.
bastard. That's what you are. Selfish
I,
bastard.
I tend to be sometimes. I will not deny that. I can't tell a lie. And
Uh,
here's the bad part about it.
I would share my ex-wife and baby mama with you, man. Come on, man. I can't have a.
Well,
Okay, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I tried to share the crazy bitch from fucking Facebook Messenger, but that
Oh,
was a
you
crazy
right. She was too crazy, man. I couldn't have her. I didn't want her, man. She was too. The bitch could. Yo, Bell. Yo, yo. I ran into this chick. Let me tell a story to her real quick. I ran into this chick on Facebook dating, and she just happened to know Charles. But she confessed it to me. I already knew because I could see mutual friends. He
Right,
said he
right.
didn't hit, but in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna one up Charles. I'm gonna hit.
I was,
Yo,
and on a side note, Bell, I'm like, I'm one of those dudes who's gonna cheer you on. Let me know how the pussy was. I'm just one of those guys. Like,
I mean,
hey, if I can't get it, you get it. Shit, bitch was
only
crazier than
positive
a
thing I
bag of
could say,
ferrets.
yeah, she was crazy. Only positive thing I could say about her, she invited me on dates and paid for everything, which was weird because I'm an alpha male. I don't let no woman pay for nothing. Like I don't. But she kept paying for stuff, so I'm like, okay, cool.
Pause for
Maybe
the
I need
cause.
to be in my soft era.
Pause for the cause. I don't care how alpha I am. I love a chick who can pay or cook. Now
Yo,
continue.
yo, I don't know if she could cook, but I'll tell you this. The last time I was at her crib, like I don't like cuddling with a chick. Ain't nobody in the house. She got grandkids and everything. She about a couple of years older than me. Like what was she like 44, 45? She got grandkids and shit. Um
47, 48.
she she don't look it though. I will say
Well,
that. She in
don't look.
shape.
It got a nice body. Got a nice body.
Yeah.
Well, dress
But
right in front. Come out the shower, dress right in front of you. Won't let you stick a dick nowhere near.
I'm already feeling some type of way because she paid for everything. Like I'm like she's dominating and everything. Like so one day I'm at her house. She want to cuddle and shit. I'm not cuddling because I know you're not trying to. You ain't trying to do nothing. So
You
let's
go to
let's chill. Yo, she had made some chicken. She eating her chicken, whatever. Then she goes in for a kiss. Now anybody knows me. I don't kiss. Like if I kiss you, I definitely love you. I'm in love. Like I'd rather eat pussy than kiss you in your mouth because your pussy probably cleaner in your mouth. Like literally, she went to kiss me on my, she had a mouthful of chicken, yo. That shit turned me the fuck off. I text her after I left her house, like, yo, I can't do this no more, man. Like that shit was nasty. That's like a pet peeve. Like, how you kiss me trying to kiss me with food in your mouth? It's just raw and disgusting. I don't know.
That was
Am I petty?
disgusting.
Am I petty?
Some girls just don't have it. They just not ladylike, you know? They just I mean,
I,
that's just
I thought
how they are.
it's my
They
pet peeve. I
just
think I was a
straight
little petty for
thugging.
that. Yeah, that was
No,
thuggish.
they be straight thugging. I mean, they don't have no ladylike up in them. They just straight thugging.
Yeah, no, don't kiss me when you got chicken breast in your on your teeth. Like, mm-mm. But yeah, me and Charles, I didn't win that battle. We wound up in the same space.
And I'm gonna tell you what's problem. Her family joked her about every time they do a family vacation, they're just gonna give her a single room because she ain't gonna bring nobody.
Yeah,
But
Oh
yeah,
then
wow.
she
he
tried
did
to
tell me
call
that.
me fat. I'm like, she tried to call me fat. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm built like a goddamn Street Fighter character. What the fuck you talking about, fat bitch? Like like she tried to get out on me one time, and I said, first of all, did you ever notice I stopped talking to you and not the other way around? I would rather watch bread mold on my table for a whole week than talk to you. That's how boring and psychopathic this bitch was. I said, let me put it to you this way. The only reason you're such a great grandmother is because you were a horrible mother to your spoiled brat, fat ass daughter who had
No,
you
she
on
really
gas
wasn't though,
money.
because she had favoritism between her grandkids, so she wasn't
Yeah,
a great grandmother.
she
She never
wasn't a
even
great
mentioned her
grandmother.
granddaughter.
She never liked her granddaughter because, she
Yeah,
always wanted a son. And
I
the only
noticed
reason
that
she
too.
liked
I'm
the
like, what the
son,
hell?
I'm like, you never forced your daughter to be a mother. And I said, you know what? Bitches like you, and I told her straight like this, bitches like you ain't shit in the black community. This is the reason why you got so many weak ass niggas because you compensate your sons and then you leave your daughters out and you wonder why your daughter. And I said, if you want to talk about fat, I said, wait a minute, bitch. Hold on. Hold on. Compare a picture to me to your baby daddy. Go ahead. Show my picture to your friends and show your baby daddy. No, no, no.
I
Show the
never seen
nigga
him,
that you
but
let. That nigga
you tell
look
me
like
he
a
was
whale
six
of a
hundred
tail.
pounds. So
That nigga like Moby. That nigga look like Moby Dick. You don't shoot that nigga, you harpoon him. So wait a minute. She talking about fat people, but guess what? You talk about you only been with three niggas. Nigga, I told him you been with three niggas times what? 20? Like, first of all, she thinks she's high and mighty.
no, you know what the crazy part is? I don't think she was a slut. She was just weird, bro.
She's just a
Like I'd rather a
weirdo.
slut than a weirdo. Like she's a weirdo, bro. Like
She a
I
weirdo.
I didn't understand her.
She a weirdo. And all she talked about was her grandkids, what her daughter wasn't doing, and how much she hate the white bitch on the whole home
The homeowners
the
association.
homeowner thing. I'm like, you are just a weird bitch to me.
Yo,
God
bro. And
damn.
that was the last time I seen her. She kissed me in the mouth with chicken in her mouth. She talking about
I,
people in the
I,
homeowners association. She was on the phone with people from the and I wanted to leave, so she's like, no, hold up. So finally, when she got off the phone, she was like, I just want to take a nap. So I'm like, all right, maybe that's code language for I want to get fucked. But then she had the bro. I've never seen no pants like these before, bro. And this gonna make you laugh. I've never seen no pants like these before. They was like workout pants, but when you try to put your hand down her pants or whatever, bro, you cannot fit your hand. I'm like, yo, I know these pants hurt her. You couldn't put your pinky in
they
them
the
pants, bro.
they the
I said,
they
what
the
the fuck
2020
kind of pants are these?
they the 2026 chastity belts.
Bro, yes, it was a chastity belt type pants. Like, I couldn't even fold the bitches back. They was made of rubber band material, nigga. I'm like, yo, how does she have this on her vagina? Like, this, because she ain't had no drawers on under, you could tell, but I could not get past it. I couldn't touch her butt. I couldn't fit my hand in the front, nothing. I said, what kind of shit is this, man? I got pissed off. Like, I gotta go. Like, listen, I gotta go to work. Like, she wanted to lay down and wanted to go to sleep. I'm not about to cuddle you while you sleep and my dick is hard. Get the fuck out of here. What kind of? We not in grade school, bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here. Pardon me, Belle. She feel me though. That's my sis. Like, what the fuck?
Yes, I know.
Unless I have that type of relationship with a chick where I could just not touch her with her. But yo, we trying to vibe. Like, you just kissed me in the mouth with some rotisserie chicken in your under your tongue. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's a little
Uh,
bit too weird. That's a little
yeah,
absurd. That's very weird.
that did it for me. I had to cut it off after that. I said, oh man, she what's next? What kind of shit she gonna do next? Try to give me a hickey while she eating ice cream? Like, no, that's nasty. Listen, you at your house, you comfortable. See, somebody put their mouth on me, I gotta get in the shower. That's nasty. I don't. I'm like that. I'm like that. That's nasty. I don't like nobody kissing me. I don't know about you, Charles. I don't do the mouth to mouth shit. I got to be in love. That got to be my boo for life.
Like,
But don't judge me though. I'll
it
eat
depends
ass
on how
before
much
I
I
kiss a
drink
bitch.
that
I
night.
I really would though. I would eat a bitch ass before I would kiss her in the mouth. Cause mouth is nasty. Like, I just find my people mouth is nasty, bro. I know you think that shit
Like
weird, but
people's mouths are
it's
like fucking toilets.
yeah. Like, I be
Some
thinking
niggas'
about,
mouth.
yo, she sucked all her baby father's dick before every nigga before me. Nah, I'd rather eat the ass, like, if I had a choice, cause I know you ain't let too many niggas here, theoretically. And if you did, they ain't about to eat your ass like I am. Maddie the ass eater. You know who told me about eating ass? Your best friend.
Oh, my best friend?
No, no. Charles' best friend, my little brother. We call him Maddie the ass eater.
Oh, that oh man, that motherfucker eat ass like Pat, man.
Yo, that nigga don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, I ate her ass. I'm like, what the fuck? First, I used to be like, nigga, you nasty. Then I started meeting bitches that was so fine. You just had to do it. You just had to. I'm sorry. I just had to. Just something naughty that you shouldn't do, but you be like, fuck it, man. I gotta say I did it. Works every time, though. There ain't no way you gonna do that and not score after. Like, come on now. But if you kiss a bitch with a mouthful of chicken, ain't nothing happening after that. Like, shit happening after that. You just,
Why
now
you
your
say it
breath smell
like
like her.
that? You said chicken.
Yeah, she had a mouthful of chicken. She was still chewing. Like, why would you kiss me in my mouth? You got food in your mouth. Oh, that's the worst. Oh my god, that was the worst shit ever. Can y'all still hear me? Oh shit.
Yeah, I can still hear you. I think Charles is gone.
What happened to Terrell? Anybody hear me? Okay, we got Terrell back. Oh shit.
The algorithm kicked me out for talking about eating ass.
Usually tell Bell to come back. Shit.
She got bumped off too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
she'll be back.
She'll be back. She having too much fun with this shit. Uh, I'm like this. Like a lot of people don't notice about police departments that some of the realest lives you'll live is as an officer. And people be like, "Well, no, you can't be like that." Bullshit. Sometimes you got to figure out how not to fucking get into a fucking scuffle your damn self when you get home.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie though. I miss those days though.
The ass whooping days, I mean, those were glorious.
Yeah, man. Those are the glory days, man. I don't know if my body will hold up to the shit that I used to do, but hell, I'm a cowboy. Let's give it a shot.
Like it's like, like being an airborne ranger, live the life of sex and danger. And there were times I had to tell fucking officers, who tried to punk me in the department like, yo, what you do so much? Keep motherfuckers like you from getting your ass whooped, bitch. And it's funny because you're never ever going to have an organization like that that has your back because your commissioner is appointed, not elected.
Well, and we live in a day and age where it's a generational thing too. You know, most people you see that's police officers, they ain't doing shit. They there for the check, bro. They not trying to get into nothing. They're not crime fighters. It's
No.
not their personality. They just want to get paid, man.
Well, we
I
got
would have
it,
did that job for free, for real. Like I would have did it for free. I just love doing it.
especially the first 3 to 4 years, man. You were like fucking Batman, Superman. If you had a squad, it was like the fucking Justice League, you know. You
That was the Northeast. That was the only spot I had an all-star squad, and it's funny because I'll say it's about 15 of us. If I just sit down and name everybody, but probably about 3 of them is federally indicted and did some Fed time by now.
yeah, you know, and here's the sad
Real
part.
nigga shit.
Not everybody who they claim were on some type of shit were bad people.
Nah.
It's the
Mm-mm.
fact of the culture. Just
Like
like
a
I
guy.
told
I wish Bell was back on it, but Serge Antonin. I see he's a comedian now. Serge got fired for slapping the shit out of a boy who took him on a car chase, and the news camera caught it, and he got fired for that. I'm like, man, you know what I did to people, bro? All he did was smack him one time. I said, oh man,
that
I
one
should be
slap
I should be in prison with the shit I did.
could have changed that young man's future. Because
Well, it did because they got him some money in his pocket, which is crazy.
and here's the fucked up part. Back in the day, you ran from the police, you got your ass whooped, but you didn't have a record.
Right.
And
Real
most
shit.
of, and a lot of motherfuckers don't want to admit you did some fucking raunchy shit a lot of times. Niggas did some raunchy shit. I'm not saying all the time, but I'll say 85%. And you telling me right here, right now, and I had a dude tell me about the Carmelo Anthony shit. I said if Carmelo Anthony was on the street and he stabbed a white boy, I have no problem with it. But at a school function, no. You got too many avenues of help for you. I'ma stand on my shit. Belle wanna come up here, she's always welcome with her fine ass. Shit, that seen her picture, shit. Definitely come on to the harbor with me, shorty.
Who you talking about, Bell? You talking about Bell?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, what you drink, girl?
That's sis.
For you. But it's like you gotta understand something. There's a reason why so many people in the military go to police or fire departments. Because it's very similar, if not almost the same, depending on who it is, camaraderie. What you
I
don't
don't really hear nobody really clamoring to become a police officer no more. You know, when I was a kid, that's all I ever wanted to do. Now, it ain't what it was.
but you got to think, you're 43, I'm 44, right? We were indoctrinated with Cops, the cartoon, Cops, the show. How many cop shows been out?
G.I. Joe, all
G.I.
this manly.
E-Man. Speaking of which, since I ain't played this in a minute, yeah, I know my nerdy side coming out.
By the power of Grayskull.
Like, come on, we would. Oh yeah, I forgot one more. One more.
Nigga, you playing sound effects?
No, I am.
Thundercats!
You got me confused for a second.
Shit look hard, don't it? Shit look hard, don't it? Look hard, though. Hey, but guess what? Look,
You don't have
gotta
that no more. They don't even have karate movies out no more, nigga.
put it to you this way: if it wasn't for superhero movies, you would have no masculine movies. And that's part of the problem why you don't want kids to join the military or the police departments or the fire departments. For men, get women to pay for them all the time. See, you know, come on, let's include anybody want to come up here. Y'all got questions for LT. You got questions for Sergeant Faulkner. Come on
Yo,
up.
bro, we in the YN era, bro. Did Josh tell you what happened to me? We are in the YN era, bro. It's not masculinity. It's just let's just do shit era.
Listen, and here's the part, right? Like my spot downtown where old Under Armour is, right?
Hmm.
And one time we had the Dundalkians, right? That's what I call people from Dundalk. The Dundalkians. And they ride dirt bikes and the girls are fighting because they all mix fucking trip. Like
Mixed with what? Mixed between their aunt and their father, or
yeah, that's true. And then the trip between the projects.
fucking
And you know,
sisters be their moms.
yeah. And the fucked up part about it is I tell them, let's say, yo, is that your girl fighting? Yeah. Why would you let your bitch fight? That's unbecoming of you, nigga. Because first of all, while my sister was about to fight at my nephew's birthday party, I said, yo, you're not gonna ruin your son's birthday especially before he was on active duty. And I had to take the man, even though my sister's 10 years older than me, I said, what you're gonna do is you're gonna listen to me. Take your ass inside while I talk to Shorty right here. What's your beef? Well, she said something. Guess what? Would the words kill you? No. What you're gonna do, if you want to party or celebrate with us, you're gonna calm your ass down. And when I get in there with my sister, I'm gonna tell her to calm your ass down. Or I'm gonna tell both of y'all to carry your asses on because you're not gonna do that to my nephew, especially if he has to deploy.
And I
And
don't believe in females fighting in real life.
yeah,
I remember I was dating Tanae one time, and usually shit be her fault. But one day I watched the whole shit go down. It was these 7 girls just hopped up on pills and try to start a fight with her. She got medical issues, all that type of shit. When I tell you I don't hit women, but I beat the shit out of bitch, man, I whooped all 7 of their asses.
yeah. And
They was throwing bottles and knives at my face, missed every single one of them.
people don't realize is that this is the reason I always had a thing about male and females. I get into it because I tell people I don't know about when you went to the academy, you got to compete the first day. If you're not about hitting a female, guess what? You gonna let she grab your balls and crack the face, you're gonna bang her.
That made me think of this one story. Did you know Fergus? I don't know, Maria Fergus?
No, I don't know her.
She's a light skinned girl. She got like green eyes. Fine as a motherfucker back in the day. She was in my academy class, and I was a little light in the ass back then, like maybe about 140, 150. And she was one of the smaller girls too. Um, but they kept pairing us together in defense tactics. First, they try to put me with Scott Stevens, and I'm like, yo, this nigga's 240 all muscle. Like, he's slamming me too hard. Like, I'm like, nah. They're like, oh, so you go with the girls then. I said, okay, so fuck. This nigga gonna break my back. I'm trying to graduate. This nigga
Yeah,
hit me hard. So I go with Fergus. Oh, my God. Remember that move they taught? You probably already knew it. Where the person's on top of you.
yeah.
You're supposed to straddle you, bro. Meaning like across your stomach. She kept sitting on my waist, and you know what? I'm like, yo, can you stop? Because she knew I liked her. Like, she was like 11 years older than me. She was 32, I was 21. I'm like, yo, can you stop? Like, I'm like, yo, I can't control it. So if you feel my dick, I'm not
I,
trying to be nasty. You keep sitting
I
on it.
tell it.
And
She
she
didn't.
kept sitting and sitting and sitting, nigga. I was like, yo,
Oh, she want a young dick. That's all.
let that be today.
Me too. Me too.
I was too young to understand. That was 21 years ago. Come sit
Shit,
again.
shit. 21. And the older bitches I was fucking, even to the part. I said, older bitch. Like, you gonna like the way that dick feels. I guarantee it. Like the men. Like, I'm sorry. You know, this
I
is
was never into older ones when I was young. But now that I'm in my 40s, Hey,
oh,
62 is my cutoff age, bro. Hey, AARP.
unless you find that a motherfucker like Bell, not saying Bell's old, but unless you find that a
Oh,
motherfucker,
she young. She younger than me.
shit, that's even better. Shit,
You
put
dumb.
me, put,
You dumb.
put me on. Shit,
That woman is married.
be a
Married
grown
to
woman
my
have,
bro.
be a grown woman having an affair. Shit, so let me stop.
But
I'm a
there's
good
more
guy.
where that came from.
I like more.
Every time I go to one of her events, I see somebody I want to ask about, but then I'd be like, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't gonna say nothing. You try to be.
You don't want to do your homegirl friends dirty,
I do.
and then she be looking at she be looking at you crazy like she said that she caught you cheating, or you gave her gonorrhea. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. She was doing her thing.
That was just one time.
She was doing her thing. I gave
And
her
man, so
I gave her nothing but fucking glory. That's all I gave her. Shit.
you ever notice that these days though, chicks don't be hooking you up with their homegirls no more. If they even got friends, they don't even hook you
Most
up no more, yo.
most chicks don't have friends because
They don't. I'm like, what happened to that? The
they're so
older
damn.
you get, you don't get no hookups, yo. Just be dry as shit.
I'll be asking my niece. I'll be asking my sister. And yes, my niece is in her third. Shut the fuck up. Oh,
I mean, my own girl Jazz, the lady that does, Jasmine, the lady that does her hair, she is like, oh, she looking for somebody, da 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 da. Now, I have a specific, not a strict, but a specific criteria. She's a sister big bone, but she's pretty. So I'm like,
yeah.
all right, I got to meet her in person. I really don't do the big bone sisters. I'm sorry, I can't. I like a nice small waist or all the way skinny. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the big girls. It's
I need
because I
somebody.
yeah, I don't want to wake up next to a sumo wrestler. So
I need somebody we call in Baltimore skinny fat. You know, has a nice rack, about
tell you, I
130.
like to travel a lot, right? You ever been on a cruise ship?
Oh
Them
yeah.
beds are small, bro. I can't have a big bitch next to me, and we on them little ass cruise ship beds, man. You gotta come on, man. I need you to be able to fit on my chest, not suffocate me when you lay that big ass head on me. I can't do all
Need
that.
something any fat. I need something that looks. I need thighs that save lives.
I like PHAT, not FAT. I can't do that.
Oh no 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 no
No,
no.
sir. I know I'm
Oh,
petty with it, but I can't. I'm a little guy in weight. I need a little woman in weight.
I
I
am
can't
a
do that.
wrestler. I am a boxer. I am an MMA artist. I fight in my weight class.
No, my weight class, bro. You got to be in my weight class.
I
If
mean,
you weigh more than me, I'm 200 right now, flat. If you weigh more than 200,
I
nah.
out 200. I am a stout 280 pounds, no fat. If you 200 plus as a woman, especially women are shorter, no. I can show you a fucking woman that's 180, 190 pounds, thighs that are like thunder, and ride bikes. No. So guess what? This is my shame for older women. So a lot of, and I was talking to my boy Sean, and I said, we live in an age where the daughters look worse than the mothers. Like, how
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
you're right. Yeah, that's a fact. You're right. I done seen a couple of moms where I was looking at the girl like, oh man, I wish I could fuck with a mom. Moms be 45, the chick be 29. You like shit. I should have went with moms.
Yeah, the daughters be looking like you don't give a fuck about life. Oh, what's she trying to say? Man, you look like Bastard Booger. That's what you look like. Like,
They
god
mothers,
damn.
the mothers be having a grasp of life. They know what's up. They know what men like. They know how to get what they want. The younger girls, the new generation coming up, they trying to design the life that they want, but it's not going to work out. You know what I'm saying? I tell Josh this all the time. It's a lot of choices these days. Men have never changed. Over time, men have never changed. We still the assholes that you thought we was, and we're going to
Try,
continue to be that.
times 10. Because here's the point. I don't give a fuck what people say. Guess what? There will never be a 300-pound Miss America. Never.
Nah, son. That's what I'm saying. But in their mind, they think they will. In a female mind, they think they will. I'm fat and you better like it. Yeah, I. Yeah,
Nobody like
I.
nobody.
Somebody gonna
I'm
like
sorry.
it, just not me.
No, nobody likes that shit. And I had women who were overweight in my family. And guess what? Them bitches got gastric bypasses or died.
Listen, you can be my friend. You can, you can. I ain't saying they have no place on Earth. I'm just saying my penis has no place next to anybody that weighs more
Yeah.
than me. I can't do
Let,
it. I can't.
let's keep it funky because you're a father like I'm a father. No man ever wants to have a daughter that's overweight because
Fuck
we
no.
all men and you have a beautiful daughter. Not trying to be on no pervy shit, but you have a beautiful daughter. We know goddamn well that daughters who are overweight catch hell. I don't
Well,
want
I always say this too, because my son had a big ass girlfriend at once upon a time, and I said, yo, my daughter could never look like that because we don't have enough food in the house for her to get 300 pounds. Like, how did she? How did? How do you get that big? Like I don't have that much food in my house for you to get that big.
and
Other people got to eat.
part of that is because of laziness, you know, and, and it fucks me up on a fundamental scale how lazy we allow our daughters to be. We allow women not to have a standard. This is the reason why I've cornered this statement in the black manosphere that black men are the fucking of the garbage men in the dating world. We don't have a standard for our women.
Well,
And
you know what? I think
hello, hello, can you hear me? Let me come back in. Hello, can y'all hear me? Terrell, you there?
you hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now. But
Hang
this is
on
the
one
part.
second.
Uh,
Hang on.
don't worry, folks. We still here. Hopefully, y'all entertaining. Hit the goddamn cash up. It's in the ticker. Goddamn it. Ain't too many people gonna give you this real talk. Shit. Hope y'all appreciate this one, my niggas. Because one, I'm gonna tell you. I've said this before for a lot of dudes out there. Um, got your camera on. Yeah, want your camera on. Just shut that off. I've said this to a lot of niggas before, man. I said
God.
lot of people, a lot of people don't want to talk about real shit in the black community. If I have a son, like, listen, you talking about the genetics? Me, your grandfather, your great grandfather, your grandfather was a goddamn good boxer, Golden Gloves boxer. Your grandfather was a fucking third-degree black belt in karate. I'm a multiple-time wrestling champion who did MMA and boxing. You gonna fuck up? You gonna fuck up the genetic fucking code and deal with fucking beneath your birth, beneath your level? What's up, bucket? Genetics? What? Open the door. What's up?
Who else up on here?
Cooking tonight. I don't know. Whoever want to come in, just come in. Don't touch it yet, though. Look, everybody want to come up here? Y'all got some questions for the LT and the Sarge? Come on up. Big O,
Jesus
if you
Christ.
still there, come on up. We got some answers, man. Come on up.
I'm actually working at the same damn time, right?
Hey, it's called multitasking. You ain't the
And
first nigga.
it's this job getting on my nerve. I ain't gonna lie.
Most jobs do. Gotta VA benefits for the
It's
best.
easy as shit, but it reminds me of the police department because you got micromanagement.
Oh my
Like
God, that's
you actually have all I do is park trucks, right? You actually have motherfuckers that's paid to watch you park trucks. Like what the fuck is that about? Like you're watching me park trucks, and I have more experience than you. What sense does that make?
it, I'm gonna tell you what's one of the most insulting things that I told people in the police department. You don't trust me. You don't fucking trust me to fucking be OIC, but the United States government trusts me to lead soldiers into combat. What the fuck are you talking about? But
No, they
yet
gotta
you got
like you.
they gotta
That's
like
it.
me.
You gotta like you.
But yet you got bitches who weren't worth shit on patrol, couldn't write a report to save their life, complained about every goddamn.
It's funny though, as you get promoted, if they don't like you, they put you in higher positions
Yeah.
because
Shout out
they don't want the responsibility. They'll give it to you.
shout out to my former Sergeant McGriff, now Captain McGriff. Because god damn it, if they made you do a PT test, you would probably die.
This guy he called me. That's why I said hold on. He called me to come to the office. If he on some bullshit like oh you on your phone, he told me you're not supposed to have an earpiece. Well, what the fuck is the trucker supposed to have?
Why
What the
why
fuck?
so that's state law. That's federal that's federal law.
Exactly.
Supposed to have federal earpieces. You can't so shut the fuck up.
I'm be on some send me home shit. Okay, well I can go home.
Like you think I'm
Don't get on
see
my nerves. Don't use me as the scapegoat, my nigga, because I can find a job
because
as quick as I can blink.
this is my thing. This is the difference between black men and black women. Black men like being around their kids.
That's right.
We like being around our kids. You think me and Peanut never had the best of times together? Shit. Man, I remember when my ex girlfriend Micah, him, I got him from school early, and we were wearing matching Superman fucking shirts. This is a chick who wasn't even his mother, was down for the cause. Shit. I was like, nigga, please.
I can't wait to get to this office. It's one turn away. The light rail is stopping me. I want to see what this guy got to say. You want to send me home? Please do. Please do.
People don't forget when you go through real shit, you don't give a fuck
You
as
don't
much.
give a fuck, bro. You don't. Hey,
That's,
when you've been through what I've been through, you don't work for anybody. You work for yourself.
that's why I can't wait to get the licensing back for my company. Fuck this. I'm not gonna do anything else but this. I'm gonna go look for government contracts. Fuck you niggas. You know why? Because guess what? I've done enough for the last 30 fucking years for God and country. Who got more experience than a person like you or I? You and me. You're looking at the Stinger Ric Flair of policing and security. Come on now. The Hulk Hogan of this shit. The Brett
Well,
the Hitman.
you should know by now. It's just so easy to navigate when you have credentials. When you don't, I can't speak on that. I don't know.
Yeah, and the sad part about it is the only reason I'm going to school is because the VA's paying. And then if I get my bachelor's and my master's, I'm gonna be on Easy Street just living it up. Oh yeah, Friday night, and I'm gonna do the same thing. The
Well,
fucking mother.
did I tell you, you know about Trump's Project 2025, right? Did you hear about mine? So
Well,
I got my own Project 2025. And the project is I'm never paying back no student loans, but yet I'm going to keep taking them.
yeah, because you don't have to. It worked for white women.
No, what you going to do, lock me up?
Well, but this is what you do. It works for white women.
For
It's
real. Like, what the fuck? That's
why do you
reparations, bro. I'm not paying none of that shit back.
why do you think that white women were getting all this fucking shit? Well, DEI was just what welfare for white women. And the sad part about it is this: you got a bunch of Negroes out there who still touting this fucking democratic fucking slave shit, and I'm not even fucking rooting for the fucking Republican Party. I'm like, nigga, make a decision that's yours. But you can't tell a nigga that because a nigga is ashamed to make a decision.
Let's see what this is about. Nigga, call me in to come to the office while there's calls on the board. But all we do is park trucks, bro. It's nothing heavy to it. I'm going to leave you on the phone because I want to see what this is about.
Yeah.
Like, this is
This is
like, what the
oh
fuck, bro?
cool. Oh, you got an earpiece. Like, get the fuck out of here. Let's be
Get the
adults.
fuck out of here, bro. I'm doing my job. And then,
And then the sad part about it is, I'm tired of motherfuckers who don't have the experience. And some of you dudes who tell me, look, why the fuck are we listening? This is black men. Well, black men, listen to the sound of my fucking voice. This is the reason why we need to galvanize each other to be in control of fucking industries. Why are we listening to motherfuckers who don't got the fucking experience we do?
that part.
Why the fuck is it? We master electricians. We're master fucking police officers, sergeants, lieutenants, majors or higher. People who own security companies. People who fucking detected crimes. What the fuck you gonna tell me, rookie? Die, little nigga. Shit. Die, little nigga.
That's the toughest part, being a lieutenant. And, I ran my own businesses and stuff. And then you come work
Yeah.
for other people and get nitpicked.
And this is the same thing. Like there's a lot of equality between you and I. Like what the fuck you gonna tell men like us? I was in charge of 10,000 people at a fucking event, including patrons, fucking celebrities, and business owners. I've trained 18 and 19-year-olds to be so well in executive protection that Cree Summer, who's been in the business for over 40 years, 45 years, who said, I've been around all these different agencies and I never felt so protected. Where her, where her and Rachel True, we had the dudes so synchronized that they met on the elevator. But yet, you know what? Somebody get Obsidian, somebody get Theodore, because Theo, like get Theo, and I want to be a guest speaker at this year's or next year's conclave. When it comes to EDC, when it comes to protection, when it comes to tactics, who in this black manosphere no more than me? I'm waiting, but niggas don't want to give you your credit. That's the sad part. Niggas don't want to give credit. Niggas don't want to give credit. That's all. The saddest part about it is, y'all want to come up? Come on up. ABM, anybody. Shit. Don't forget to hit the cash app. They send a ticker, hit the PayPal. I like to be one of those full-time content creators. Either I'm too old or I'm too boisterous. Which one is it? Which one is it, folks? Which one is it? There should be a conclave. You goddamn right, Big Mo. There should be a conclave firearms. Since I am a certified through pistol, rifle, and shotgun through the NRA. I'm also certified through the state of Maryland. It's not like I haven't handled a firearm in the conflict of war. So what is it? What qualifications do I need for the Black Manosphere to fucking respect? I'm asking you folks. What fucking qualifications do I need that needs to be respected? So if I'm not respected upon my own people, what the fuck am I doing? Right or wrong or indifferent? If I went to the white folks, I would be loved. Let's just talk about this shit real quick. If I went to the white folks, I'd be loved. What did ABM tell you the other day? If you talked about my credentials, guess what? I'll be called a fucking war hero. But we don't respect that shit. We don't respect it. We don't. We loving have in this place is that we have a bunch of people hating on me, hating on the experts, hating on shit. That's the one thing we're gonna get. Tell me, matter of fact, the next half of this shit, I want my viewers to tell me what they want to hear more from me. I want my viewers to share this shit. Y'all rather hear from rappers who've been to jail than niggas who've been to war. What's up? I am Call of Duty. What would y'all rather hear? What would y'all want to hear? But see, the problem is with the average black man, niggas don't want to put their voice out. Last night we talked about supporting black male content. How many niggas were like, yo, Charles, you're right about that shit? I had a police sergeant, a police lieutenant, and I'm a sergeant myself come and give you content about the real workings of how black people deal with the police department. But niggas don't respect that. I got subject matter experts on my shit. Okay? I've given you A-list and B-list celebrities on my show. At some point, why does the algorithm hate me? My nigga. At some point, why? I've given quality content where I could fucking open up a stream 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, where I could have 150 people watching. Now I get fucked with, but guess what? A motherfucker can crush cans and get fucking 1,000 people watching this shit. I can talk about putting fucking black men to work. I can talk about putting 18-year-old black men to fucking putting to work. And I can't even get 10 motherfuckers to view me. If y'all want me to be the fuck off this shit, I am gone. I will reinvent myself for the white folk. But then we got to talk about it. Why do we got so many Brandon Tatums? Is it lucrative to be a coon? We got to ask ourselves this shit. It's more lucrative to be a fucking coon. That's the shit that people don't want to worry about. We can have career day and the black manosphere. And the white fucking folks, I will be a fucking war hero. I'll be a fucking legend. The saddest part, black folks ain't gonna stick up for me. My own people will call me a traitor before a white boy would. You know that? You know that. The shit that should put a tear in every black man's eye is how disrespected your black police officers, your black firefighters, your black EMTs, your black paramedics, your black fucking military personnel are called coons for doing their goddamn job. That's what they want. No, you gotta see, we fight against the struggle. What struggle you got? I don't know. I can't be the best that I could be when everybody wish nothing but hell on me. You can affect the quarterback, but the main thing is here's the fucked up part, right? There's more chicks out there
would rather salute dope boys than anybody. The fuck? I don't cry or whine about that shit. Fuck that shit. I just ask you, black community, what leading man do you have for your community? Who the fuck represents your people? We'd rather have niggatry than any solace of fucking humanity. You don't care about the black husband. You don't care about black society. You know the only thing you give a fuck about? If you could throw your power over your man. That's all. That's all. The saddest part about this shit is, I've said this before, you don't want great husbands. You just want to pick which nigga could, oh, I want this nigga's genetics. That's all. I bet you one thing. I bet you if I was some broad who had a nice fucking bustier or a nice ass, I get all the fucking love I want. Hey, what's up, Big Mo? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. See, that's the problem with space.
You got an echo.
Let me try coming back in.
Right.
I'm back.
Yeah, better.
God forbid, man. You get a brother talking some good shit. Teaching motherfuckers. Nope. Nope. No love. No love for you, black man. Fuck you. There's no intelligence that's high enough. There's no type of reverent respect that you'll get. You got chicks who said, you know what, I'm going to divorce this nigga, split his bucks, and I'm a divorce. Why? 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 Black men, are you idiots? Why would you get married to a bitch while you in the league? And they're gonna go by your league contracts. Are you that stupid? Do you think you can outmuscle the game? I'll be damned. A sniper will be cheaper than me. No fucking way. No fucking way. And then won't even let you see the kids because she know that's gonna be a hurt point. Why do y'all trust women? Why do y'all trust women? Tell me, what woman really has the best interest in your heart? Tell me.
None. None.
Not even
None.
sometimes like your own goddamn mothers have their best interests.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I don't. You wanna buy into the fantasy of, as a black man, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Your parents, your mothers, your wife, sisters, no, nothing. None of them will care about you like they should, right?
They won't. Don't
You
care
know,
about the other chick more than you because there's some type of sisterhood shit.
and I'm telling you from someone who's dated Caribbean chicks, you know, it's all the same. It's the whole culture that normalizes the whole anti-black misandry. You know, for me, I'm non-violent. I'm not abusive or anything. But when I broke up with an ex, she called the cops, and the cops came at we were long distance. I said I just wanted to end things. I put her stuff out, and then next thing you know, the cops showed up. Some white cop showed up saying that I was an abusive person and they needed to enter into my premises. And it took me years to realize that you know these black women weaponize white supremacy against us. And that is like some of the most egregious things I've one of the most egregious things I've ever come to realize that. Um, Sorry, that echo still bothered me.
Look, we'll work through it.
But yeah, like I think the issue is that a lot of us black men are not really um, shown that we should be caring about ourselves again, over everyone else. You know, all these women, they're told to care about themselves more than everyone else. They're told to care about themselves over their kids, brothers, fathers, boyfriends, husbands, whatever. They're told to do all that.
Why the fuck do you put your own well being on the line for motherfuckers who ain't gonna give a fuck about you?
Well,
Tell me that. Tell me in your fucking lizard brain.
that's because, well, as BGS says, that's the blue pill right there. Men are supposed to, that men are conditioned, programmed to do that.
Tell me in your fucking lizard brain. Because at one point, I should not be struggling to get 10 people to fucking. Even Terrell, it's been months, if not a year, since he's been on my program. And I'm fucked with viewership.
Yeah, they.
And you telling me straight up 6,000 motherfuckers. Almost 7,000 motherfuckers, YouTube. Go fuck yourselves with a crooked 12-inch, 13-inch dick. Yeah, you can have a bunch of misandrous hating, men hating bunch of bitches. You can have a bunch of fucking furry Mayweathers spreading their gospel, infiltrating kids. A lot of you motherfuckers were talking about that Sydney Star with a chick. But guess what? You two want to hide his fucking hand while throwing the rocks while y'all supporting that little child molesting motherfucker. Just to make fun of Chingy, right? Yeah, we got something coming for you. I pray to God we get a couple of lawyers in this bitch and class action lawsuit you. You saw what they did to BGS earlier today.
Yeah, they cut him off.
No, hey Charles, I didn't hear. I didn't hear about BGS. What happened?
They cut his stream for like 10, 15 minutes.
You know, you know. But like you said, Charles, they let all of the other dumb, ignorant, black man hating bullshit go on this platform. What does BGS say that's so bad? BGS rarely even curses.
Yeah, but here it is, right? Today I brought you a police lieutenant and a decorated police lieutenant and a decorated police sergeant to tell you how the real shit goes down in the department. And what happened? I can't get fucking 10 people, 12 people, 20 people out of 6,000 people. You know what? I'm going to make a formal complaint to these motherfuckers and tell me, why aren't you promoting my shit to everybody? Expose yourself, motherfuckers.
Black men got to get together and get like a class action lawsuit because this is bullshit. Because it's way too many black men who this happens to.
Expose yourself. Please, YouTube. Expose your goddamn self. You're going to tell me a motherfucker with 7,000 people can't get 100 people up here when I was averaging fucking 800 people during the death of Kevin Samuels? And I barely had 200 to 300 people subscribe to me? And I had 800 people live? Bitch, don't make me go back to the fucking, don't make me go back to the fucking memograms, the Memorex. Don't make me go back to the archives. You make a bunch of ignorant niggas who destroy our community become rich off of your platform, but a motherfucker who did nothing but do the best he could for God and country, you fucking destroy my shit?
You know, the issue is, you know what it is though? It's you, BGS, and a lot of other people. When you guys try to empower black men, um, you know, the algorithm does not like that. You know, and
But yet, here's the
that's the
crazy
issue.
when you talk about black men, how to become better fathers, how to stay better fathers, how to keep the faith, you got delusional bitches on Kendra G. Literally ripping off Kevin Samuels. Because she didn't think of this shit on her own. That Disney bitch couldn't get married if she wanted to.
Yeah. You know, the main thing is they're starting to rip off Kevin Samuels because the economy is looking a little different nowadays.
It's looking a lot different.
Very, very different.
Here's the crazy part. If you're a military vet, do you know how many benefits to keep you from being homeless?
Oh, I know.
From HUD VASH to VA loans and everything.
Yeah.
But you got bitches who will turn their fucking noses up. And I tell them, y'all, yeah, this is the reason why I think black women are the dumbest creatures on earth. And y'all could put me on fucking record saying it. You know what? Because the best men y'all get, you overlook. You will get pregnant as a goddamn teenager and think some other nigga is supposed to take you and your baby when nature even dictates that you're beneath that nigga. Your kid is not a blessing to another man. Why didn't you get married to that father?
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. They don't, anti-black misandry dictates that they don't value, right? They don't value themselves enough to not have kids um, by guys that wouldn't form a good family unit that would
And you know what?
raise kids.
Let the goddamn chips fall where they lay. I'm tired. I'm tired. I pray to God. I pray to God Almighty. Let the detractors come. Let them come.
You know, I,
Let
I
them
think
come.
the only solution
Let
for
them
all of this,
fucking come. At this point,
I think the only solution for
let them
all of this
come.
is for black men to really value themselves enough
I pray
to
to God.
to see.
Let the detractors come. You better pray to everything that is everything and Almighty God that I don't lose my fucking sanity saying what needs to be said. You know why? Because what's going to happen is a person like me is not going to let up.
I think the only solution is for
I'm going to ask you this
um,
question. Men like us who raise our children, men like us who have dominion over our families, we're not loved, we're despised. We're despised. You don't want heroes. You want villains. You want villains. I've been the hero for over 20 plus years. How many years has it been, Big Mo? From 99 to 2026? How many years is that?
27.
Let me come back in because I can't hear you.
27. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hear you now. How many years is that? 99 from right now.
Yeah, 27.
20, almost 30 fucking years being a hero. Thirty fucking years being a hero. Almost 30 fucking years. And I'm not supposed to be respected in my own community.
I think I don't know. I think the black community has an issue with kind of policing in general, even though it's clearly needed, right? Um, I think that the issue is, historically, the heroes that kind of are venerated are your ball players, your sports athletes, and your rappers, right?
What did they
People
say in
don't.
Back Ends? What did they say? You
Not
either
sure.
die a hero or
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
Live long
Live
enough to
long
see
enough to
you
die.
become the villain.
Yep.
I think it's time for my villain arc.
It's long overdue, Charles.
I'm if you're gonna kick me off of fucking YouTube, I'm gonna give you a motherfucking reason. Fuck it. Why not? You don't appreciate what a motherfucker do anyway. White boys who haven't done a tenth of what the fuck I've done, they could be on Brandon Tatum. They could be on Jeb. They can be on Jeff shit.
That would be a great debate. You and Brandon Tatum.
Brandon,
Yeah, but you gotta understand, Charles. Tatum is a hand-picked Negro. He came up under that Charlie Kirk turning point shit.
oh yeah, that Blexit shit.
So he's propped up.
He's
That's
propped up.
true.
He's paid. They would avoid me like the plague.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, white people love, love, love Negroes that tap dance for them. You know, it lets them feel good about potentially not being racist.
Hmm. See, it kind of almost made me upset if I didn't know what the fucking game plan was. Because if I was one of these soft shoe niggas, everything would be alright. But what did we talk about, ABM and Big Mo, before? Black men are to blame because you don't support your own.
Ultimately, yeah, comes down to black men. That's why Alex Jones got to stay in business for so long
Mm-hmm.
because his
Exactly.
followers supported him. He didn't need YouTube.
We don't support our own because we don't value our own.
How many people could say, I had a guy who was number one out of 800 people taking a test, who was number one for both as a lieutenant and as a sergeant? Telling you the inner workings of a major police department. Niggas don't want to be honest to their goddamn selves.
Guys should be people should be writing articles, interviewing you. You know,
I'm not black enough.
what you mean? You're not black enough?
I'm not white enough. I'm not tame enough. Well, in our community, I'm not black enough if I'm a cop or a soldier. It is what it is. I'm just pointing certain shit out.
You know, maybe you'll eventually get to the point where, instead of focusing on the caricature of a black man, um, focusing on masculinity. Maybe in the future, younger men will look towards people like you as symbols of masculinity that don't necessarily match what is black or white or what is black in the community. Stuff like liking comics and anime and all that stuff was not popular growing up, but now it is. So maybe times are changing. Maybe in the future
Hopefully,
you'll have more more relevance to these people.
hopefully, because what's going to happen is, why do we let business executives judge our masculinity?
Not only judge your masculinity, but then sell it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, a lot of them are afraid, right, because of what society has conditioned them to be. I'm a what? I'm like I'm 6'2", 2 220 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I go to all these research sites, talking to physicians and all that stuff, are doing clinical research. And, unfortunately, um, even if I myself think I need to be more in shape, I'm probably one of the more in shape people in the room, right? So when it comes to masculinity, I can tell that, even if I talk like a nerd or whatever, I can tell people, become a little uneasy in certain situations, even if I smile or whatever. And it's because when it comes to black men, exuding masculinity or exuding something that is, universally seen as masculine, whether it's lifting weights or being in shape or whatever, people see it as a form of power, and that becomes a threat to them. And all of society looks at black masculinity as an issue instead of as a solution.
See, we're only the solution when we're serving someone else.
Yeah. Well,
That's the solution. We're the solution when we're serving someone else.
when we serve ourselves, it
When we
becomes a
serve
problem.
ourselves, we're an issue. That's my problem. I'm one of the few people on this platform who give nothing but black men and black boys hope and direction. But obviously, somebody in this motherfucker does not want that to come to fruition. And I'm gonna say this to you, YouTube, directly. I hope you're happy with this because when your platform falls, because there's not enough people to assess it, I hope you're happy with it. When this country needs more men to be motivated to be warriors, you ain't gonna get that from the soy boys or the women.
What you're going to get is if you don't focus on it, is a bunch of depressed men who can't be true to themselves. Right? You got these people who are trans and they recognize, them being trans as unnatural and as a reason why they're depressed. But then when it comes to men, kind of reaffirming their masculinity, it's seen as a negative. Although that's exactly what would fix a lot of the depression and even anxiety and all that crap is if they embrace being a man.
But what did you do? You told them being a man is evil. Being a man is disgusting. Being a man is the worst thing you could be.
Until it's time to serve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you talk about the white executives. I mean, but it's no different in the black community.
Mm-hmm. But yet, I don't see black women signing up for the fucking civil service test.
Well, you know, the only difference in the black community is that those executives, quote unquote, the equivalent are women. That's the difference.
Well, again, it goes back to the serving. Toxic masculinity, something, something, something. Until it's time to, some black woman is getting put out on the street. Now it's, hey, black men, we need you to be stepdaddies. Black men, we need you to pay my bills. You got a problem with toxic masculinity until you want to bang some gangbanger.
You know, I would like to say this one thing is I think a lot of black men would still take up that role of stepdaddy if they were all treated like gods and kings on earth for doing it.
So let me tell you what happened. A lot of stepdaddies are treated like the men they wouldn't date unless they had kids.
Yeah. What's that a meme video from Coach Greg Adams where the white girl is saying, "And that's you." I had a link saved somewhere. It's pretty much that for the black community, except on steroids.
People didn't appreciate stepdaddies until the wave became don't be stepdaddies.
Mm-hmm.
They took it for granted. See, now the wave is, hey, don't deal with some chick with kids. Don't be a stepdaddy. Now they see. You don't have to be a stepdaddy.
No. Yeah. You should not want to deal with a woman with kids.
Well, even now in 2026, right? You know what? 30 years ago, you would be like lynched for dating out.
And you know who it is bullshit? Mothers. I don't know about a lot of guys, but I'm gonna say this: there's a lot of women I've dated who were jealous of the relationship me and my son had. I'll be right back. Y'all ponder on that one, because they couldn't get a man to value the relationship between their kids. A lot of jealousy.
Because they messing with bums.
A bum.
I mean, it's like I say, it's the ass backwardness of the black community. You complain about black men that don't take care of their kids, but then the black man who does, that seems funny to you. Oh, he must be still stuck on shorty. That's why he deals with that kid. No, maybe I just love my fucking kid.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just not the niggas you're used to dealing with. And maybe you should ask yourself, why is that? Why is that who you deal with?
Oh yeah.
Why do you go screw men who have umpteen kids by 2 or 3 different women, but yet you never see them with the kids? You never hear this man say, hey, I can't come out this weekend. My kid's coming over. You get on their Instagram. You don't see them at the graduation, at the football practice, nothing. Because the reality is, most black women, that's how they prefer it. You prefer the man not to be involved with the kid. You want that kid all to yourself. That way, every decision is all you. You don't have to deal with a father who's going to have a different. Well, I don't want the kid to go to that school. I was thinking about this school. You don't want that. And furthermore, you don't mind a man having a bunch of bastard kids. You just don't want to. You don't want to have to deal with the man who actually deals with his kids.
So
You don't have a problem with a bastard maker.
that's what they want. That's who they want. It's like they're speaking or manifesting exactly what they want. You know, despite all the studies saying that black men are the most active fathers, you know, um, like I like on Facebook, you know, there was a comment someone mentioned saying, "Hey, you know, these black men complain about having to take care of their sons or pay for their sons," and I'm like, you know, I responded saying, "Hey, I have never seen any black men I've associated myself with, or you know, in my life, complain about having to take care of their kids. You must deal with a bunch of bums. I've never seen it.
And say that one person again. Bums. Nowhere for
Bums.
your kids to stay. No way
You
to
know,
feed children. Think about it, right?
I live in upstate
You're
New York.
you're talking to this panel had a female police sergeant, a male police lieutenant, a master electrician, and you're in the medical field, right?
Clinical research.
Clinical
No,
research. Everybody knows my background. So you're telling me, at what point did you did you see bums on my panels? Bums telling their story.
I mean, I
Th-
don't
th-
think they need
This
their
is,
story
this is
told.
what I this is what I this is where I just look at black women and say, what the fuck are you about? This is what I ask. Tell me something. Tell me something.
I,
And
Charles, I think it's over for them. I think it's over for a majority of them. You know, you'll have the small percentage that are boss babes, and I have a few of them on my Facebook. You know, I follow cardiologist or orthopedic surgeon or whatever, saying that their exes were narcissists, whatever. And they'll go on and they'll probably die alone. Um, but they never really wanted to be in a marriage anyways. They never really wanted to cede power or decision making for their husbands or whoever at home. But then you have the rest that it's the same. They don't want to do any of that, but they're not at that level of economic at that economic level. So what they have to do is deal with bums.
I want you to think about this, right? I can never make a dime in my life again from this point on. Do you know the legacy alone will feed your kids? You know how powerful that shit. Repeat what I just said, fellas. My legacy alone will feed your kids. My legacy alone will school your kids. Do you know how many females would not even get smart enough to marry me just to put their kids through college?
That those veteran benefits are crazy.
You wouldn't even think about it. You bitches rather deal with niggas you gotta get GoFundMe's to bury their asses. I don't have to pay a red goddamn cent to put me in the ground. If I choose to, I could be buried in Arlington National Cemetery. My legacy can feed your kids. My legacy has saved people's families. Do you know how powerful a statement that is for a black man to say?
Very powerful.
I've saved more motherfuckers than a goddamn ammunition shot. But only in my community, I ain't worth shit.
Only in your community you have people arguing with you about policing who haven't done any of that, or argue with you about facing or coming face to face with real violence. Not a lot of.
This is the first time in Black YouTube you had 3 fucking police supervisors on one fucking panel telling you how it really is. How many times did ABM tell you of how it is to be a master electrician? Your sons are going to be too cowardly to protect their communities. The only reason you have YNs is because you believe in the ne'er-do-well spirit. Do me a favor. Somebody hit $5 in the Cash App.
I already gave you 10.
Oh, blessings, man. Blessings for the 10. We got to hit you up with this one. Sometimes I got to let me know in the chat so I can give you all your salutes.
Now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! Plus!
Speaking of manly, that was a manly episode. Ugh. But we gotta understand something. The black community has one iota of a chance to save itself. But guess what bitches don't want? I don't want to be caught up in this no more, Ike. Why not?
They don't want the responsibility. They don't want to be beholden to anything.
Exactly. You don't believe in legacy like we do. We got to be the protectors. But yet, you don't want to give the authority. What's the first rule of protection, people? Obedience. What's the second rule of protection? It costs. What are you willing to pay to be protected? Black community, black men, black children, black women. What are you willing to pay? The biggest betrayal in the black community is what, folks? You don't trust your men's authority. You don't trust your men's decision making, but you still somehow, some way, expect that man to provide. Somehow, some way. Get the entire fuck out of here. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. When I get finished writing my fucking book, my novel, comic book, I want people to be like, yo, he wrote this in the spirit of a united people. He wrote this because he wants to build through even the imagination leaders and thinkers and adventurers, innovators. Even the black women he wrote in there, you could call them pick-me's, but guess what? Those other women's are what? Left-bys. You may call women who adore their men pick-me's, but what you gonna call those women now who don't like that shit? Call them forget-me's. You're forgotten. You're disdained. You're weak. This ain't me hating on you. This is me pointing out all the truths. Everything you refuse to do. Everything you refuse to do. What did my girl say? Sarah Fournette. If I'm a pick me, you a skip me. There's a lot of bitches who talking shit while the ship is fucking sinking. I'm sorry. Something's got to give. At one point,
I think eventually what's going to happen is some of those women will have to first become pick-me's, and then the rest, men who are kind of doing a little well for themselves, they will go overseas, or date out. I think that's, and I think the act of doing that will force some black women to realize, maybe they should rethink things because of the economy, which is sad. I think black men should be valued past what we can provide, but sometimes that's what it takes to convince people.
I mean, something's got to give.
Well, it's gonna happen, and they're 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, being made every day, right? So, I mean, people who have means, those girls will probably try to partner up with someone with means, even if they're like 30s or 35.
Let's
That's
tell the
just
truth.
that's just what's gonna happen.
Let's tell the truth. A lot of them are going to partner up in lesbian relationships.
Some of them, but like Rom says, right? Rom Wills, a lot of them still want that hot beef injection, no matter what.
They're going to get it, but they're going to partner up with lesbians because lesbians are the ultimate simps.
Yeah, but lesbians, they'll partner with them, but there's always going to be issues. They're not going to experience that male energy exchange that they all want.
It's the same thing I talked about EDC, right? A lot of men don't want to admit that they're ill prepared to walk out the goddamn house. None of them don't. And what happens, unfortunately, you're not going to get the same substance. And you're not going to get the same quality of men because you don't know how to treat a man. You don't know how to teach a man. So what that neglect is going to be what? It's going to be your downfall. It's like expecting your boys to be soldiers and they never been to basic training. How are they going to know how to fall in? How you know they're going to know how to use tactics? Come on now. How many people right now have an EDC carry every time they go out the house?
Me.
Of course you. How many niggas know how to use firearms? How many niggas even own firearms?
I have a house gun, but I need to invest in EDC and go
Why
to the
do I
range.
talk about EDC? Get a nice knife, either fixed blade or folding knife.
Oh yeah, I got a few of those. Oh.
Put it.
And I've said this a million times, man. Like, black men got to learn how to get together, go out in the woods and shit, and
Yeah,
practice this shit. Put our
practice.
money up, buy out the fucking range one day. Like, buy that bitch out
Yeah, like
so we
practice.
can practice that shit. Because I want to practice, like, drawing from the holster, but
Like
I'm scared because I ain't that good. You know what I
trust,
mean?
trust me.
Like,
I've been pulling out from the holster for 20 years. Once you get used to it, you practice. I can draw from my holster and shoot a target without looking at my holster, putting the gun back in my holster. Keep your finger off touch trigger with your finger extended. Finger on back of the thumb and back with your trigger fingers extended. Think about it. You're in Baltimore. Let's talk about Free State, right? You know, Free State got a shoot house for simulations, which is like faster than paintball in the back. Do you know they bought a whole bus that you could do like rescue missions on a bus? You know that?
no, I didn't. And that sounds cool as shit.
I've actually had to show a rookie MTA officer how to get an armed subject off a bus in real life. Do you know I'm good friends with the owner of Free State? If niggas put up the money, we can have the fucking range for a day or two. You could get qualified to use a holster, taught how to use it properly through their staff. Like you said, put up or shut up. They got first aid classes. They got taser classes, shotgun classes, rifle, low light. What's black? We could make you're in the White Marsh area. We could go to the fucking avenue and have fucking martinis at fucking Bar Louie's. You got nothing but nice hotels over there in that White Marsh area, right, ABM?
Facts.
If we put up enough money to my boy up there and say we want to rent this shit for the weekend, put up enough fucking money, we got that bitch.
Yeah.
Cardinal sin, black man, is this: you're not respected because your dollar does not carry far because you have the mentality of being cheap.
You have the mentality of a bitch. Call it what it is. You have the same mentality with money as a bitch. You niggas is only worried about fashion and what's fucking trendy and what looks good to a woman so you can hopefully fuck her.
But
That's what the black dollar basically is in this fucking country.
but you don't want to spend that money for shit that can save your life.
And anything out, you know why, Charles? Because it ain't sexy to the bitches. That's why. Anything that's going to be male centered, male dominated. Sorry to say it, but most black men don't got time for that shit. Ain't no pussy here. What's the point?
It's made.
You know,
That's how a lot of dudes look at shit. I've always said stuff like this. Niggas don't want to hear that shit. Niggas don't want to hear about. Like I said, go out and just practice some survival shit in the woods one weekend. Rent a fucking cabin. Learn how to fucking skin a deer.
Mm-hmm.
the only
Make
people who
awesome.
have the only
I
people
mean,
who
we
have
talk
had
all this alpha male shit, right? But what blows me is that the alpha male conversation is always about pussy. Nothing else.
it
And
should be
no,
about survival,
go ahead.
bettering yourself.
Uh,
Yeah, it should be about bettering yourself, survival, being up to date on what's going on with the world, knowing how to move, and then yeah, of course, personal protection. The only people who have actually invited me out to do like a go to the range or shoot guns have been white people
yeah.
and like one Asian ex-cop. But like black people aren't inviting people out to go shoot.
Did you know? Did you know I actually was a member for a year? Not saying I'm special operations, but I was invited to the special operations summit in Anne Arundel County, outdoor range. Remember the Samoan guy you saw in Call of Duty? He was one of the guest shooters. We were doing shooting. We had to drag a person and shoot. You had to be on your back shooting, not only your pistol but also your AR. Not only you had to shoot from off your back, but you had to shoot upside down to target. Guess what else we had to learn? What happens if you're undercover and somebody's trying to abduct you? How to get the fuck out of there from the trunk of a car? What happens if two guys are beside you? How do you strike to get out of there? What type of holes to use? Wouldn't that be interesting to learn? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a homework assignment. There's a nice little fixed blade knife from Cold Steel that I think everybody should get. It's a good size fixed blade. SRK. Get the SRK. It shouldn't cost no more than $60 to $70, $60 to $80. Fixed blade, easy to keep sharp. It comes out the box sharp as a motherfucker, so be careful. This used to be, it may still be, the knife they gave the trainees and buds to be training for Navy SEALs. This is actually one of the knives I carried over in Iraq. This motherfucker has yet to fail. I am this knife has a nice little rubberized grip. I'm holding it now. See? That's RK. If you really want a nice fixed blade knife for a good price, that's RK. It's made for people with your hands get wet, still gonna have a good grip.
Yeah, my
Why don't y'all
my
start with that? Good
my
survival
own
knife.
my only
Hold
worry.
on, let me come back out.
my only worry about the knife, because if you're any good at knives, right? You hit someone with a knife, you're more likely to kill somebody than with a gun. You know, and it's like, you know,
If
I
a
don't
per
know.
if a person's attacking you, and see, people are gonna be saying, "Oh, I know what you said about Carmelo Anthony." Okay, I'm gonna once again reiterate this shit. At a school function, you got more options than being on the street. Get the fuck over it. Get the fuck over it. Is it true that you got more avenues for help at a school function than you do on the street? Yes or no?
Very true. Yeah, that's
That's
true.
the difference. If he was on the street, wouldn't give a damn. But you're at a school function, you could have walked away. Get over it. Now, if I'm carrying a knife, I told people, gun protects you, knife protects the gun. What's the point of carrying a gun if you only have the only magazine you have is in the fucking chamber? No, you carry two magazines, and you might carry a few more in a little pack that you have on your small pack. That little knife there, the SRK, is not only just for defense, but it's also making wood, kindling to help wood burn,
It's true.
shaping up a goddamn walking stick if necessary. A lot of motherfuckers, basic first aid will save your fucking life.
That's true.
I'm one of those people, Dapper Dogs. When people in the hood fight, but I duck a punch and I hit a nigga with a nasty double leg, boom, he's on his back. Oh, he dislocated his shoulder. Oh, he's knocked out cold. No, don't do no wrestling shit. Why? Because you can't. Don't dictate how I fight if I got the advantage. Oh,
That's
I'm
true.
supposed to get my head knocked off if he got the superior striking. Shut the fuck up. You just mad
If I
because you do it.
if I get into a fight, I'm definitely throwing a few leg kicks and some elbows for sure.
Because guess what? If I put a joint lock on you and I'm breaking your shit or making you scream like a little bitch, who's winning the fight?
Definitely you.
If I kick you in the nuts and elbow you in the chin, who's winning the fight?
Yep. It
Y'all
don't
want
gotta
to?
be just boxing. It could be anything.
Have you ever noticed in the hood, fighting's only dictated by the people losing?
That's true.
He wrestled me, bitch. You wanted to fight me, and you knew what my advantage was. Think about it. I think next year at the conclave, shout out to Lost, the youngest in charge, because I'm gonna get on Chat GPT and I'm gonna have a doctrine on EDC, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of y'all niggas need to have a book bag gun if it's, you know, applicable. But I do think you need to have a short barrel rifle or a short barrel shotgun handy. Even if you got to put a lockbox in your trunk of your car or your truck. I really do believe that because we don't live in the world of Shady Acres anymore. Especially a lot of us who live down south.
Yeah, we live with a lot of these racist people who are they're showing out nowadays. You see the news?
Yeah.
Shout out to the people that's agreeing with me what I was saying.
Yeah. Shout out to
I
Dapper.
mean, straight up, man. I mean, it needs to be a black gun club in every fucking major city in this fucking country.
Hey, Dapper Dogs, if you free, get your ass up here, man. You one of the faithful few. And this is the part that, me and ABM talked about before. You should have an EDC. You should have a fucking AR pistol, a short barrel shotgun at the ready. What if you're with your wife or your kids?
Especially if
So,
you live in a red state. I mean, there's no excuse.
Especially if you're in a red state. I'm gonna break this shit down. If you live in a red state and you got an and if you're in an interracial relationship with mixed kids, you better goddamn defend yourself. Learn how to fish. Learn how to hunt. Learn because guess what? You don't know what the fuck this city's gonna do. Some of these major cities are death traps.
The reason why I said red state is because I mean, there's no fucking restrictions on you, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know the kind of arsenal I would have if I lived in Texas,
Oh my god, if I lived in Texas, my AR would be my
bro? What the hell?
You saw look at
I
Queen
would go crazy if I lived somewhere like Texas or Florida.
shit.
uh,
I live in fucking Maryland. I can't get half the shit I really want in this state.
Man,
I
you
will,
get a Bushmaster, and I own parts of a bush.
I will say, so growing up, I didn't know that my father had a few firearms, but he showed me, back when I eventually moved out and everything, he showed me that he had an AR, he had a few firearms, a few pistols, and I think, after he was robbed at gunpoint once, he said no, and he got his own little, he got a rifle and a few other guns, and
Ugh.
um, I
Do you know
mean,
the type of damage you could do with a mini Ruger 14? I'm sorry.
yeah.
If The Walking Dead happened right now, could you feed your family? I'm gonna say this:
Most people won't. Most people can't.
a lot of you niggas need to get a 22 because that's how you get a little, couple of squirrels, couple of pheasants, couple of pigeons, couple of birds, couple of rabbits, hell, a couple of dum dums. Think about it, right? I could teach a class on how to make you shoot accurately 100 yards right now. You gotta invest the money, man. Right
I
now,
mean,
if you paid ABM and Big Mo for their skills just to teach your sons, how better off would they be? But go ahead, Big Mo.
it's not that difficult to get my first gun was a Ruger. I forgot the exact model, but they're not that expensive. They're around that one was around $300, 9 millimeter
Bro,
ammo. You could put a couple hundred rounds through it. It wouldn't.
I
I mean,
I tell
and you
people
could.
all the time, if you're buying your first gun, and this is just my humble opinion, you don't have to go the $700 and up route.
No.
Yeah.
You can get you a fucking $300 PSA dagger.
Yeah.
Nothing but a Glock
Yeah.
clone.
You could just get
Every
you.
single part in the PSA dagger you can swap out with a Glock part.
Yeah.
Every single one.
You could get a fucking $400 Glock.
And then you can go on YouTube.
And that money you saving, right? Okay, so let's say the average Glock, the median price for a Glock is $600. You get a $300 PSA dagger. So now that other $300, buy some fucking bullets, take your ass to the range and practice.
Mm-hmm.
You can they have the the gun experts on YouTube showing you how to shoot. That's what I did the first time. How to hold a gun correctly, how to breathe, aim. Even if it's just at the pistol range.
You literally have people like myself in the Black Manosphere who are firearm experts. I remember a buddy of mine.
Hey, Charles, check your text messages.
All right. Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. That's some damn good shots right there. Ba-bow. 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 Yeah. That's how you do it. Center mass. There should be no fucking way in hell we can't do this at a conclave. Especially if you get comfortable like a Vegas. Come on, man. The
maybe they're
next
worried about people not behaving properly with firearms. I'm not sure.
trust me. I tell people, man, I'll shoot you before that happens. That's why you have a range safety officer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. That's a nice little arsenal. They get you to definitely get a nigga off your ass right there, but I'm gonna tell you what's funny. A lot of people do not understand that if you got a girlfriend or wife, she should be trained too. You should train your kids.
Yeah, I got her to shoot some. I took her to the gun range. I need to take her to the gun range again. My kids are 6 and 19 months, but I'll probably have to. I'll have to figure out a way to train my 6 year old. I
Oh,
want him to.
you take
I
them to
want him to know a little bit.
the range and let them shoot off a couple of 22s safely
Yeah,
to get their
yeah.
video. And it's funny. You said you have a 6-month-old,
No, a 6 year old and a 19-month-old.
19-month-old. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I was watching that spinoff of Rick and Morty, President Curtis, and they got a character called Gun Baby. Gun Baby.
Yeah, get him trained early, right?
Yeah, gotta get him straight early.
Get him a little toy gun.
Look what white people do. You got little
Oh,
7-year-old
yeah,
girls throwing 3 guns. You think she's not gonna survive? Shit.
yeah. They be having their 5 year olds shooting guns. I'm like, but some of those white people are a little bit too cavalier with their giving their kids guns. They'll
Well,
give their kids guns and they'll shoot up the entire school.
well, the more responsible people lock up the guns, but guess what? What happens to a lot of kids? The ones who are shooters never really had experience with guns like that. The ones who are like, gun enthusiasts, a gun to them is nothing. They're not gonna go to a gun. They're gonna go fight you. So when you look at it, look at the boys who were like getting picked on. They weren't really around guns like that. They had to find parts to get the guns. Like, so it's funny because they always talk about how dangerous it is in the hood, but they don't talk about how dangerous it is in the goddamn woods. Mm. Any last words, fellas?
Nah, man, it's a good show. Thanks for having me up.
Yeah.
Good to show. Whew, thanks for coming. Go over there, check out our new style. Whew, and we out.
Woo!